Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Q and Kolb. It's been an interesting week in the world of sports. Kolb, where do you want to start?
You know exactly where we have to start.
Go ahead.
Why do they have to make? Why does this football team have to make what was supposed to be a nice, fun tanking season? Why did they have to make it as miserable as humanly possible to start?
I don't know how it got more miserable, though. Like, it's the same exact thing we knew they were going to do 2 weeks ago. It's just, okay, now Deshaun Watson has made it very clear he's going to get booed early. Like I don't know. I feel like we're reacting a lot, but I'm like, what has actually changed? Like from 2 weeks ago, what we thought was going to be the case for week one to now. Has that changed at all, though?
It's not that it's changed. It's just like he just couldn't help himself in that post game. He couldn't help himself.
Yeah, he definitely made it worse. And I thought he made it to the points where I'm like, okay, he's going to be too much of a distraction, right? Ultimately, that's not how they feel. I feel like that'll be made pretty apparent. I think he's going to have the first month of the season, 4 weeks of the season. Because you got that short week in Pittsburgh, against Pittsburgh. Yeah. So you can't really bench him between week 3 and 4. You're not going to bench him the first 2 games. So he's going to play the 4th week, and then you're probably switching to Shedeur on the long week for week 5. If the play is what we think it's going to be.
Let me see what the schedule is looking like and how it's like not even necessarily opponents, but just like how it's
1 o'clock games on the road, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, 1 o'clock game at home against Carolina, and then Thursday night football, Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Yeah, feels like the Jets game. Feels like the Jets game is when Shedeur would take over, assuming this goes the way that we believe it's going to go. And if not, then it would have to be the Raiders game.
Raiders game again?
Yeah, it would have to be because they play the Texans on November 15th and then they play the Raiders on November 29th. So that would have to be the other time to put him in.
Oh, after the bye week? Yeah, I don't think it's going to last that long. I don't think we're going to get to week 11, to be honest with you. The number one thing I want to make sure does not happen is that we don't throw another quarterback out there for the first time this season against the Baltimore Ravens, because that has been a disaster. And the only guy who had a good game in that situation, I think, was Jameis Winston. Like everybody else, Dorian Thompson-Robinson was a disaster. Last year, Shedeur was a disaster. Jameis did get in there and get a dub, but, I don't know if that's the same situation. So, yeah, I think it's probably either going to be what last year Joe Flacco lasted till week 5.
Yes, I believe so.
Was it week 5 that he got benched, or week 5 is when Dylan Gabriel started?
Week 5 is when Dylan Gabriel started, I believe.
Let's see. Let me look it up real quick here. 2025 Browns schedule. Because that was in London, too. That was a really inopportune time to move quarterbacks. They just felt like they had to. Yeah, it was week 5 in London, in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, against the Minnesota Vikings. So week 5. A
game they should have won, actually.
Yeah, week 5 would be that was one game the defense fucked up.
Yeah.
But that they give them 10 days to prepare for the Jets. That probably would be when you want to do it. And here's the one wild card in here. And this is what I don't think enough people are thinking about. A lot of this is like, I've seen people kind of blame Jimmy Haslam or like blame the front office for like Deshaun starting. What I think people are underestimating is how much Todd Monken thinks he can make this work. Right? Todd's not working with the same history that we're working with. Remember, he said he did not watch the tape of Deshaun Watson in 2024 because he wanted to give him a clean slate, right? We are coming into this with, I think, rightful baggage with Deshaun Watson. So we don't really have patience when he looks like how he did on Saturday to see him play like that again, because we know it's not changing. Like, I think his Pro Football Focus grade, right, was 55. I think 55.5 in that game, in the third preseason game. Do you know that Deshaun Watson has 6 starts out of his 17 as a Cleveland Brown? Mind you, I took out one of them because it was the Indianapolis game where you got like a 28 grade. Like, but I'm like, he only played a quarter, right? He has 6 games as a Cleveland Brown where he played at or worse than that grade, right? None of these games surprise you, by the way. 2022, week 13, Houston. 2022, week 17, Washington. 2022, week 18, Pittsburgh. A 38.7 he dropped there. 2024, week 3 versus the Giants. 2024, the infamous week 5 Washington game where he dropped a 40 grade.
He got a 40 grade for that? He got a 40 grade? It should have been way less than that.
Should have been worse. It should have been worse.
Way less than that.
That was one where like somebody was arguing with me because it was like, 136 touchdown, 136 yards and a touchdown. It's not that bad of a game. What are you talking about? He wasn't that bad. And I was like, am I tripping? And I looked at Pro Football Focus grade. I'm like, yeah, they saw what I saw. 2024 week 6 versus Philly, which, no names please, I heard somebody tried to strangle him over that. I sent out a tweet earlier this week about somebody, and again, I don't want to say names, but if you could put the dots together, you can put the dots together. I sent out a tweet about somebody reacting to this situation, and then people were like, oh, Q, you don't get it. They were friends. I'm like, no, they weren't. They definitely were not friends.
You have to shut that one down. Have to shut that one down immediately.
Hey, I can't say it online, but I'm like, because if I react to the specific thing, it's gonna give it away. But if I can respond to it vaguely here. Yeah, a lot of y'all don't know. Ooh.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, so that Philly game was bad. But the point is, we have no patience for that because this is the 7th time, really the 8th time if you count the preseason, we've watched Deshaun Watson look like this. This is what he usually looks like, right?
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, like we're not surprised when he drops one of these, right? Like we said this was unacceptable after week 1 in Dallas. He had a 59 grade in Dallas. Like he keeps dropping games worse than that. So like we know this. Todd, he's not operating on the same lack of patience that we're operating on. And I think that's going to be interesting because for us, week 4, bad game, pull the plug. That makes sense. Honest to God, I wouldn't even let it get to week 4. Like at this point, after he antagonized the fans, that's where I'm like, okay, he lost his 4 months. He lost his little 4-week run we were going to give him. Let's just go to Shedeur at that point, right? Because again, this is where our patience is. I bet if you said this to Todd Monken, he would look at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, because he's not operating with the same context that we're operating with. And that's the through line is like, hey, how long does Todd let this roll?
He said out of his own mouth, he said, this is not going to be a short-term decision. And I was like,
he also said we have 2 elite quarterbacks. So the man be lying. Okay.
He ain't say elite. He said I feel like we got 2 starting quarterbacks on the roster, which is also
Cole. He hit us with the guys. Like he was trying to tell us something. We might surprise people. We might have 2. I'm like, all right, this motherfucker Cap. Like we not at the point to where we could call Cap of okay, he lied. But yeah, that's what I'm wondering. The thing with Todd is that I don't think he's as unresponsive to public criticism as Kevin Stefanski is. Kevin was a soldier. Okay. Kevin would my plan is my plan and we gonna ride it out. How many Anthony Schwartz end arounds did that man force us to watch because he wasn't changing his mind? Right? Like for the good things and the bad things, Kevin was a soldier. He was gonna do it. He's still doing it, by the way, Cole.
I refuse to tune in. I refuse to tune in to Falcons broadcast. I'm not gonna do it. I know what's happening. I don't need to watch it.
I was talking to my friend Trey. And I'm like, he playing Kevin Ball with Tua. That's diabolical.
Like I said, I don't need to watch 1 second. I know everything that's going on. I don't need to watch that.
We talking about that. I just said trade a little play, the mesh spot play. I'm like, get ready to learn that, buddy. Like you gonna run that shit to death. You gonna see your tight end catch that shit and fall so many times. Like, oh, it's gonna be nasty work. Nasty work. Kevin, see that play is the best play on earth. You got a 3-meter on one side, a 2-meter on the other side, and then man beaters underneath.
You know what I'm gonna start doing to Trey Sean? I'm gonna just start tweeting him. He ran that end around again, didn't he?
Kevin Ball, baby.
Like he ran that. Just every week a different tweet.
It's funny too because when he first got hired, I don't think he understood what Kevin Ball is, but it's not even the start of the season and he's like, oh my God, we're playing Kevin Ball.
I'm gonna just start tweeting random shit. How many times have you seen Stick today?
Stick spot snap. That's all you're seeing, buddy. 3 S's is in that playbook.
It's like I bet you kill for a drag right now.
Hey, he gonna change it up. He gonna call levels, play action boot. Yeah, no. But like that's the difference between Todd and Kevin is like Kevin the media being upset about it made him want to do it more. Like, quite frankly. He was like, nah, I believe in this plan. We rolling with this plan. And that's how we got Deshaun Watson till week 7 in 2024. I do think Todd's more responsive than Kevin. Like, I do think you can bully Todd a lot easier than you can bully Kevin. Because, like, even with the booing. You notice Todd walked a tight line with the booing, right? Like he was willing to even engage with the line. You know what Kevin would have done in that situation? Yeah, I'm not really gonna focus on stuff that's not on the field, so I really have no response to that. He wouldn't even engage with the question. Todd engaged with the question. That tells me you can move him a lot easier than you can move Kevin.
I think it tells me that Todd is willing to be a little bit receptive to new information that he receives. Like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this actually, because
they're not gonna be out there booing me. Kev didn't care. Like, Kev did not care. Kev didn't care when it was good things. Kev didn't care when it was bad. This is Kevin Ball, right? Todd's a little different. So I think there is a chance that it gets ugly week 4 versus Pittsburgh. Because, like, the one saving grace, Pittsburgh hasn't won in Cleveland in almost a decade. Like, they can't win in Cleveland.
We were going through this in spaces. We were just like, let's go through the schedule real quick. And how many games you think they're going to win? I was like, at low key, that home game against Pittsburgh is a game I can see them winning.
It's a game they've won for like the last 8 years in a row.
Yeah, I'm just like, I feel like they could win that game.
It's a Thursday night home game. And this is why I think this would be the turning point. Not only is a Thursday night home game, in the home game versus Pittsburgh, like, you have not lost that Thursday night home game against Pittsburgh in a long time. It's a rivalry game, but also it's a Thursday night game at home. That's the most well-known home field advantage. I think like the Thursday night team at home wins like 68% of the time or something nuts like that.
Something crazy like that.
It's a well-known advantage, right? Short week at home. Even with Pittsburgh, who's like 2 hours away, right? That should be a easy victory, right? Like everything else, Jacksonville on the road, we don't know what Jacksonville team shows up, but if a good version of Jacksonville shows up, we're probably not winning that game. At Tampa Bay, again, they're another team where like you don't know which one's going to show up, but they could show up late and probably win that game. Carolina, I know a lot of people are like, oh, we should beat Carolina, but like they were in the playoffs last year.
Hey, not for nothing. Not for nothing. Gave the Rams a game in the playoffs, to be honest with you. They hung in there.
A game.
They hung in there.
There's not a lot of confidence that they're going to be good again this year, but like they're certainly going to be around 500, right? Like, which is more than what we're projecting for the Browns or what most people are projecting for the Browns right now. You play Pittsburgh and like I don't think this has even been talked about enough. I don't think Pittsburgh's that good.
They haven't been that good in like 8 years. It's just like
Mike Tomlin might be a little bit worse than what they've been, right?
Like Mike Tomlin would scrap together a 500 above 500 record, and then they would just fall apart in the second half of the season.
Then they play the Jets. Then they play Baltimore. Again, Jets are a winnable game, but it's on the road, and you're not that good, right? like you would hope, like that you could win that game. And if you're the Browns, you probably are thinking to yourself, with these first 6 weeks, if you can get out of them with 2 wins, fine, right? Like that's absolutely fine because you're a team that's probably going to start a little slow. Your offensive line's going to be late. You've got some guys coming back from injury on defense. You're anticipating that things are going to start a little slow, but the finish is what's important for this team, right? And then you come back and like you look at these 4 weeks, it's like Tennessee, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, and whatever version of Houston shows up.
That Houston game is not winnable to me just because of that defense. Like they're gonna.
I don't know. It could be one of those things. Like CJ could just have one of those games. I don't know what version. I'm a reserve judgment on Houston until I see them play this year. Because like Houston could be a juggernaut this year. Houston could also be a tremendous shit show. I think
you said it just depends on what they getting out of CJ, pretty much.
They got the injury from the wide receiver, right? They lost. Was it Jaden Higgins?
Yeah, they lost Higgins.
Yeah, so they lost Jaden Higgins. The offensive line is supposed to be better, but we'll see what they actually look like. I don't know. They're just kind of at that point where if the offense starts slow again, that's going to lead to real frustration. And that's going to be a dynamic that, like, This is the kind of shit that gets coaches fired. You know, like plateauing like this. They think they should be Super Bowl contenders. They have a weird year. And this is how like a really talented team can go under 500. Not saying it's likely, but I think there's a lot of possibilities that exist for the Texans. And I think I should wait for them. Like Tennessee, we know what Tennessee's range is going to be, right? Like probably in that top 5 pick conversation again.
Definitely in that top 5 pick conversation.
Well, Cam Ward might like have a really good year and play a little bit better, right? Like Cam Ward's the kind of quarterback. It's tough when you take him number 1 overall, but like I can see Cam Ward being a fun quarterback. Like a guy who plays in a fun way that can lead a team to like 10 wins a couple of times. I just don't think he's going to be like a serious top 10 guy. Pittsburgh, I don't know what they're going to be this year, but they're probably not going to be good. New Orleans is another one where I'm like, I don't know what they're going to be either. Like I'm trying to look at this schedule. I'm like, who do I feel like could be huge risers? Maybe the Bengals, if you're looking at the record from last year. I don't think the Raiders are going to rise too much. The Falcons are not going to rise. Everybody's buying into the Giants rising. Are you?
Hold on. So, as of 2 minutes ago, Michael Coates Jr. helped off field after defending pass to Carson Ryan. Looks like his right ankle was injured.
That sucks for him. He was trying to make the roster. He's been having a good camp.
He was having a really good camp, so that sucks. Definitely sucks. But yeah, I'm not really a believer in the Giants, to be completely honest with you.
I don't think John Harbaugh is good, and I think that's where most of this excitement is coming from. Like, I'm not a big believer. Like, I like Cam Scatterboo, but like, I'm not a big Jackson Dart guy.
I'm not a Jackson Dart guy either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a big Jackson Dart guy. I like some of the things they've been doing on defense, and I would assume they use Abdul Carter better than they used him last year. But I don't know. Like I think John, from like listening to people in Pittsburgh and Baltimore talk about him for years, I think he's pretty overrated. And I think a lot of the excitement about the Giants is John Harbaugh related. And I don't think coach excitement is ever really like a great place to be at, especially when that coach is not known to be a architect on either side of the ball. Like with Sean Payton, that happened, but Sean's an offensive architect. John is more of a vibes guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like, we've seen him when Baltimore doesn't have a lot of talent on that roster. They stink like everybody else. The only thing that saved John was Lamar. That plan's not going to work with Jackson Dart, I would assume.
My biggest thing with Jackson Dart is that I feel like he doesn't protect himself as much as a quarterback should. And I think that's going to bite him this year.
Like it feels like a hard exact kind of game that makes it easy for you to be good as a rookie or better than people think as a rookie. But once people catch up to, and he ain't got nothing to counter with.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to learn a very hard lesson this year about protecting yourself. And
because honestly, I don't even think he's going to have to protect himself. I think teams are just going to be like, all right, we're just not going to let you do that shit. And I don't think he can force him to do anything else. I think he got white boy can run here. You know what I mean? Like the Daniel Jones had that. Where it's like, oh shit, the white boy can run. And then everybody remembers that the white dude can run after that. And they're like, okay, we're going to defend it. Well, Josh Allen had a year like that, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Where everybody was like, oh, Josh Allen can run? And it was like, yes.
yes.
We knew this in the combine.
Yes.
Like Josh Allen is fast. But yeah, I think that's kind of, I'm just not a big believer. What about the Colts? You think they're going to be better than they were last year? worse. I think they're probably going to be worse.
Is Daniel Jones playing?
Yeah, that's their starter, right? They paid
Is he
him.
back? Is he back from the injury?
Let's look up Daniel Jones right now. It seems like he's healthy. Oh no, no, Daniel Jones is not back at practice yet.
He's not
Alec
okay.
Pierce just returned to practice.
Okay, that's good for them. Yeah, they're going to be worse than they were last year. If I had to guess.
I don't know how much Daniel Jones starting for them changes stuff. To be honest,
hey, you gotta be real. When in the games that he was playing before they got hurt, they were pretty good. They were winning a bunch.
The wheels were coming off 3 weeks before he got injured.
He got injured, and everything just fell apart after that.
I think everybody started to notice it, but the wheels are falling off before Daniel Jones got injured. Like they were having some weird results.
And the Jets have their pick, correct?
Yeah, Sauce Gardner trade, right?
Oof. Good for the Jets.
Yeah. Welcome to New York, Arch Manning. That is 100% where he's gonna go. Right? Like, I feel comfortable in predicting this because with the Jets, who's their coach right now? Is it still Aaron Glenn?
Yeah, so Aaron Glenn.
Second year of like a lame duck defensive coach. Oh yeah, they're gonna stink, brother. 4 wins maximum, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna stink. They're starting Geno Smith, who was never good for the Jets. They're gonna stink, brother.
Oh yeah, they're a team that could end up with Arch and like Colin Simmons if they really want it.
They're gonna end up with Arch and Ryan Williams. Okay? He changed his name. I gotta remember what his last name is now, but yeah, formerly known as Ryan Williams. They're gonna end up with him. Like they're probably gonna have the 1 in 10 pick. I would guess that feels about right.
Yeah,
the 1 in 10.
Yeah.
But low key, not a bad build for a team though. They got an offensive lineman, they got some defensive linemen. It's just the Jets, like the Jets and the Browns are kind of like similar things.
I just wonder if the Jets were like big brain the QB decision. It's the same thing I worry about with the Browns, to be completely honest. Like if they try to take somebody like off the beaten path to fix the quarterback situation. I wonder if they're going to do
the number 1 pick.
Man, you never know.
Nah, not when you have the number 1 pick at quarterback's never an off the beaten path decision, except for like when the Browns did it with Baker Mayfield. But even then, Baker Mayfield wasn't that far off the beaten path. He was one of the guys being discussed.
But do you see why I'm worried?
That was John Dorsey, though. It has nothing to do with the Browns now.
Yeah, man, I'm worried.
But if you have the number 1 pick, like we think the Jets are probably going to get the number 1 pick, and it's Arch Manning. Yeah, they're drafting Arch Manning. Like,
man,
no, the number 1 pick this year is gonna be Arch Manning. There's no wiggle room there. If he declares at the end of the season, he's gonna go number 1 overall. It's pretty much guaranteed. The question is who's taking him. The same way like Mendoza, after he got to a certain point, everyone's like, oh, the Raiders might big brain him. No, it's a quarterback. They're going to take the fucking quarterback.
And it was also just him. It was just him and what's his name from Alabama?
Ty Simpson.
Yeah, it was just him and Ty Simpson.
Yeah, so but you could listen to Dan Orlovsky and trade it back or some dumb shit like that. No, they just took the quarterback. When the quarterback is there, most teams just simply take them, right? At number 1, number 2, we might be able to have that conversation. But 1, you usually like even what the Rams took Jared Goff, and then there's this. I can't remember a year where like the team with the number 1 pick at quarterback did something wild, like and they needed a quarterback.
Do we consider Bryce Young going first? Do we consider that wild?
No, because Bryce Young was considered like a number 1 prospect to a lot of people, just not us.
Like, was it just us who were like, what?
It was a lot of the scouting community, but like a lot of people who just watched college football thought Bryce Young was the best quarterback in college football. And then
Yeah,
Kyler Murray had already went one, so like the size thing wasn't a preventing thing. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like that's the only time it's like when the number one guy's short, maybe. But yeah. And then honestly, when Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, they're not that far apart right now. like,
I was feeling good after that first year. I was like, oh, the obvious decision was not made.
yeah. Yeah, I get why. Like, there was a lot of really, like, even some of the people who did not think Bryce Young should go number one overall still thought he should went top two.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, that's not crazy. Like, it's like Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, or Mariota, Jameis Winston. They were 1 and 2 in those respective classes. But yeah, you get the number one overall pick and you need a quarterback, and there's a fucking Manning there, you're taking the Manning, right? Like, that's gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna be like, let's get Messmaker. Like, that's not gonna happen.
The only other one that's in
like 5 and on. That's where the surprises happen, is pick 5 and on. But like the first 2 picks are usually who you think's gonna go in the first 2 picks.
I was gonna say the only other quarterback who might even like breach the number one overall discussion is Dante Moore. He's not gonna go over it.
He has no shot to overtake Arch Manning. I'm just being honest about it. He's gonna be the second quarterback in it. It's Manning. Unless the dude's a disaster in college. And if he is, he's not gonna come out. Right. Yeah. But like if he has a good year, which he probably will, he looked good at the end of last year. He's gonna come out and he's gonna be taken number one overall, and because he's a Manning. Yes, it's precisely. Eli wasn't that good in college, yo. Like Eli was like not bad, but like Eli wasn't like, oh my God, that's the number one overall pick. It was like, yeah, he's a Manning. That's like, how this goes.
He's a Manning. This is happening.
We know at the time we knew 2 Mannings that existed, and both of them were good quarterbacks. I'm gonna bet on the third. And the math here is we know 3 Mannings that existed, and all 3 of them ended up being 2 of them ended up being championship quarterbacks. The father never won a championship, but was a good quarterback. I'm not gonna bet against the 4th one. And guess what? Even if Arch is bad in the NFL, when Peyton's son comes up and he's playing, guess who's going number one overall again? Like, until 2 of these guys are bad in a row, they're going to go number one overall every time.
Yep, every single time.
Yeah, like if he wins the Big 12, he's going number one overall. And people are going to be upset about it. There's going to be a lot of think pieces written about it. But if you're an NFL GM, you're like, are you crazy? That's a Manning.
We are absolutely not even discussing it. It's like,
if the Browns get the number one overall pick, you could like Dante Moore all you want. They're taking Arch Manning.
Yeah, they're gonna take Arch.
Insert any team here that needs a quarterback. If they get the number one overall pick, they're gonna take Arch Manning. And it's not because Arch is like this amazing. He's a Manning. He's good at football. He's good enough at football, and his last name is Manning. Who is betting against that? Nobody's betting against that.
You can't be the team that bets against it, because if you're wrong, everybody getting fired.
I know people gonna be upset. This don't work with Shedeur. It's like, hey man, it just don't work like that for him. I'm sorry. Like, you might be right. It's not fair. It doesn't matter.
Also, Texas isn't in the Big 12 anymore.
Oh yeah, if he wins the SEC or gets to the SEC championship game, my bad. I put Texas in the Big 12 in my dynasty on college football 27. So
see, man, see what you're doing. See what you're out here doing.
I'm out here fixing college football. Getting it back to where it belongs, baby. Like, it cracks me up when people talk about college football, because I'm like, everybody's plan to fix college football is to break it even further. like, let's make it worse. That's every solution I hear. Like, oh, let's get the government to dictate college football. I'm like, that sounds like an awesome plan, huh? That sounds like something that's not going to blow up in your face. Like, surely that's going to work out perfectly for you, is to put this in the hands of elected politicians when they have nothing to do with football. Like,
You would think. You think people would be like, I think this is a bad thing.
but
actually.
the NCAA is so lazy that they're just willing to let it happen, man. Oh, it was such an inept organization, man. The NCAA is the worst, dude. But yeah, where were we at? We got the Arch Manning being the number 1 overall pick, but yeah,
Well,
I think
we were talking about the Jets we were talking about the Colts
Yeah.
not being that good and the Jets having their pick.
Oh yeah. The Jets the Jets have like another. Don't they have an extra first round pick? Something else?
Yeah, they got. Yeah, Cowboys.
Jets might be good in a couple of years, man. Like,
They might
hey,
be
if
really
I'm
good.
Arch Manning, I am not telling my people to say no to the New York Jets.
Like,
It might low key be a good year to be a quarterback to get drafted by a bad team. Because I'm like, low key, getting drafted to Cleveland or the New York Jets, obviously the stigma that exists with both of these franchises is going to weigh heavily in how people react to this statement. But if you really look at both of the rosters and the ability for these teams to be able to add talent after they draft you, yeah, it might be a good year to go early in the draft for a quarterback.
hey man, if I was them, I wouldn't be mad about going to the Browns. If you start looking around, it's just like, oh, I don't think it's so bad, actually.
Yeah, they got some talent over there. You know what I mean? And the Jets probably gonna have a lot of talent after that draft. Like, what was their draft class like? Let's look at the Jets draft classes over the last few years. Let's see.
Oh, that Armand, that Membu, they got Fashanu and Membu back-to-back years. Great picks.
Ooh.
Great picks. That's how you fix an offensive line.
Yeah, Fashanu, Membu. I mean, they did draft Malachi Corley.
Hey, shout out to Malachi on the Browns for now.
Yeah. That one didn't work out. But Azarae Thomas, is he good? Is Mason Taylor good? I don't know. It's too early for both of them.
I don't know if Mason Taylor's good.
Damn, bro. I forgot they drafted Jordan Travis. You remember Jordan Travis?
I don't think
Florida
I do.
State quarterback. They were
Oh,
undefeated.
yeah. He retired, didn't
Got
he?
his leg tore up. Yeah.
Yeah, he retired.
He admitted that he was not watching film that year.
Not great.
And I was like, "Okay." This is why college success doesn't always translate to the NFL. Kate Klubnik this year, D'Angelo Pons, Omar Cooper, Kenyon Sadiq,
I like
David
that
Bailey.
Oh yeah, they had a solid one. They had a really solid draft.
And Daryl Jackson. I'm not a big fan of Daryl Jackson, but I mean that's their 4th round. They're like 5th pick in this draft.
Bailey and Sadiq is like,
And Bailey, Sadiq, Omar Cooper, and Pons. Yeah, they're gonna be good eventually.
I like Pons.
Yeah,
I think that Cooper pick might bite them, but the other 3 are going to be good.
Oh, the pick at the 30. I think they're going to say we could have drafted a better wide receiver there, and we all know who we hope that wide receiver to be that people say that they could have drafted. But I think Cooper would be like a 600-yard guy.
In the first round, it's a little underwhelming, but
Yeah. No, it's going to be a pick that they're like, I wish we took somebody else, but like, I don't think he's going to be a bad player.
yeah, definitely. Damn, we should have took Denzel Boston.
We all know who we're hoping is in that slot.
It's like we should have took Denzel Boston for sure. Shout out to the Jets.
Sadiq, David Bailey, you know what I mean? Pons, I like it. It's the most. Pons, by the way, is 100% Aaron Glenn. Please let me draft somebody. Like,
Hey, good player though. Good player.
Defense like that's going to be good for him.
Yeah, good player.
But yeah, they're coming off with 3 first-round picks this year and 3 first-round picks next year.
Oof. I just can't mess it up.
I'm
just
not
don't mess it
upset
up.
if I'm Arch Manning and I get drafted there.
I wouldn't be mad if I was Dante either.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I was a quarterback, but I think they're going to have the number 1 overall pick. So
We think they're gonna have the number 1 overall pick over like the Cardinals and the Dolphins.
I think the Dolphins will scrape together like 6 wins.
Really?
We always think the Dolphins are going to be like this fucking disaster, and they always start as a disaster, and they always win like 6-7 games.
Nah, I think the bottom fell out.
You think this is finally going to be the year?
Yeah, look at that roster, bro. Like if you look at that roster and see if you can get 6 wins with that.
I think they could get. It's not that hard to get 6 wins in the NFL.
Man, I think the Browns roster outside of quarterback is pretty talented, and I don't see them. I think if
the Browns could easily get 6 wins. They're just young enough to where they can have 8 games where you're like, oh, they should have won this one, and then end up with 4 wins.
I just don't know.
They weren't that. They were like super close to winning 6 games last year, and they were much worse.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, and also terrifying.
There was like 5 games last year they should have won. And really, when you think about it, none of the games, there wasn't really many games where you're like, they should have lost. Other than maybe Green Bay. That's the only game where I'm like, okay, if we're going to do the whole should have won, should have lost thing, you can count that one as a should have been a loss.
Yeah, that should have been a loss for sure.
That was the only one, though. The Miami game was an ass whooping. Mm-hmm. Both the Pittsburgh 100% deserved to lose that game.
Didn't even want to win the game. Let's call it what did not want to win it.
They wanted to win it. They just thought they could win it playing like that. That's why they deserved to lose. They actually thought they were going to win that game playing like that. And in the Cincinnati game, they won that one. Like that was a game-winning field goal, but like
they won it.
Yeah, they won that one. It was pretty easy. I think they could. I think 6 games. We underestimate how bad you can be and still win 5 or 6 games in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some shitty Browns teams that have won 5 games.
5 games, yeah. Unfortunately, won 5 games too.
Like, I've seen worse Browns teams than the Dolphins are right now. Who go 6-10
for absolutely no reason. 6-10 at the wrong time. Every time.
We forget. NFL teams lose games all the time because they beat themselves. Yeah. You could just be on a good end of that. Well, yeah, I don't. Every year we're like, this team's going to be miserable. They're going to be 0-16. Nobody's ever really that bad. And when they are, you don't really predict it.
It just kind of happens.
It just happens. And it's usually young teams that do this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A vet team would catch a couple. But yeah.
The worst thing this Browns team can do to me is win 6 games. I was like, it's like, we're getting Lenore Sellers for sure. Like that is the thing that it's going to happen.
Is that really a bad thing, though?
I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I could see it from a mile away. We're getting Lenore Sellers.
We're too early to have any idea what a worst case scenario is for this team, to be honest. We don't know what this quarterback class is going to look like. We don't know who's going to be in what spot. And we don't know how bad the NFL is going to be under the Cleveland Browns. Because it could be a year where you win, like you lose a bunch of games, but everybody else loses a fuck ton of games too. It could be a year where 4 wins get you the first pick. Like you really don't know. You know what I mean? Like you could win 6 games and end up with like the 6th, 7th pick and then trade up with the Titans who have the 2 pick and be fine. But there's going to be a number of factors. Like, who do the Titans want and how bad are the Titans, right? Do they want Jeremiah Smith? And then the question isn't, well, where do we fall? It's where do the Titans fall and where are we? And can they still get Jeremiah Smith with our pick? Because then you can work something out, right? Like, there's just so much math that has to happen that I don't know what would be a bad case scenario. Like, I think they do need to win some games just because, like, I think they need some continuity. And if you lose a bunch of games, you're not going to keep these guys here.
Yeah, Todd needs it. Todd needs them to win games for sure.
Yeah, and, like, the ride is going to matter for this team a lot more than what the result is. The record's not going to be the big indicator about how we feel about this season. How we get to that record's going to matter a lot. Because a lot of people are saying 8 wins is successful, right?
Why we got to get 8?
Hmm?
Why we
I'm
got to
saying,
get
like,
8?
if the Browns won 8 games this year, you would be like, they had a successful year. They were better than I thought.
I mean, if they win 6 games, I'd be like,
But like 8 games would be for everybody, right? It'd be pretty hard for people with the preseason expectations to be like 8 wins is a disappointment. But if you start out 8-1 and then you end up 8-9, somebody's getting fired. like,
hey, I just want to establish if they win 8 games with this quarterback room, I'd be like, hey, man. Every quarterback in the league is gonna be like, please get me there. Please.
No,
please.
Baker Mayfield will be back, or Kyler Murray. We will be in that market. If they win 8 games, they'll be in the veteran, just give me over to Cleveland market.
Yeah, because it'll be like, oh, we got something. We got something.
like it'd be funny too, because like both Baker would have to kind of like walk back a lot. Because like that will definitely be an opportunity for him if that scenario pops up.
I'm just letting you know, I'm not letting him walk back in it. I will never forgive or forget.
Get ready, bro. Get ready. Can Baker Mayfield be our Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold opened up a world of possibilities for quarterbacks the like of Baker Mayfield for the next 10 years, dog. It's like when Nick Foles won that Super Bowl. It's like, oh, shit.
Do you know how angry I would be if the Browns won 8 games in the one draft when everybody was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be the draft of the decade?
I think if you went and signed somebody like Baker Mayfield, you can still pair that with drafting a quarterback. I mean, the Seahawks literally did that. Because they went.
And this draft is so good. I've been like, you know what? We taking position. We just signed a vet, and we're taking position players because these guys are too good to not take.
Nah, you gotta take a quarterback. You can't. Baker Mayfield's 31.
We could punt this to 2028.
You can't. Nah, you gotta take a quarterback. Like even if they sign a vet, especially if it's a 31-year-old, because Baker's not young. You gotta draft somebody. You can't leave yourself ass out and just have Taylor Green on the roster again. Like you can't do that if you're Andrew Berry.
So you say you don't believe in Taylor?
I believe in him as much as I should believe in a 6th-round pick. Was he a 6th-round pick?
I think he was a 6th-round pick. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Which is to say, he's not part of my fucking future plans.
Damn.
Like nobody is. No 6th-round pick is. You think I'm sitting here like, oh man, we got to figure out what we got in Miles Harden? Like, who the fuck I care? If a cornerback is good in the 1st round, I'm taking that dude. What the fuck am I waiting for Miles Harden for?
Why are you hating on him?
We had the same logic with Shedeur. I don't. You just fucking with me. I
was waiting for you to catch it.
You just messing with me. We got any other? Do we want to talk about the press conference more in detail with Deshaun and all of that? Because I've kind of pretty much said all I needed to say about it.
I mean, at least he said, what did he say yesterday?
He said
taking accountability.
Sorry.
He's taking accountability.
It's like the South Park BP.
Can I just say one thing? It's one thing he said in that press conference that I just have to address. Right? I just have to address. We have to call the bullshit out. The way the fans are reacting to you is 100% based on performance. I
don't think it's 100%. I think there is a part of this that is like, because he did. Here's what it is. It's the performance is what put it over the top. The animosity was already there with Deshaun Watson. We know this to be the case, right? Because when he was playing well and we had to point out that he played well, that was not an easy battle to make within Browns fans. Right? Like we remember the slog it was to be like in 2023, hey, I understand this guy's a pervert, but I think he's playing decent football and we cover the Browns. We have to talk about that. I remember the uphill slog that was and what people would say. Like there's definitely more there than performance. But when the performance fell to a certain point, now everybody has permission to say fuck you. Right? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like he's not 100% wrong when he says it's not about performance, but what he is not diagnosing is that the thing that's not performance related that people would boo you for is not something people don't feel justified in.
Like, come on, bro. And I don't want us to breeze past the point that you have been absolutely ass since 2024. What did you think people were going to do? There was I can admit there was already like an antagonistic relationship that we had with him, between him and the fan base. I can admit that. But dog, even if you were just okay at football,
I think people would just be indifferent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they wouldn't be booing you.
They wouldn't be booing you if you were just cool, like the 18th best quarterback in the league. People would just be like, eh, and go on about their day.
A huge part of the booing too is it's not just about the specific thing that Deshaun Watson's doing on the field right now. It's just the reaction to the last 4 years.
Like, come on, man.
He's the representative of all of it, right? And I don't think that's unjustified. And I think that came with the 230. Right, you want to be $230 million but play 17 games and not be good during half of them? I mean, not even half of them. During like 75% of those games.
I was about to say half.
Yeah, it's like at some point you're gonna become I don't know how to say this without like it coming off a certain way, but like he is a justifiable scapegoat.
Yes,
like. That's what it is. It's not an unjustified thing. Like Dylan Gabriel ended up being like an unjustified scapegoat. You know what I mean?
We understand why that happened though.
Yeah, but he was the scapegoat for a lot of things. A lot of frustration with Kevin Stefanski specifically, right? With Deshaun Watson, he just represents this failed era of trying to move on from 2021 and win a championship. Like I got asked on Yahoo Sports what he could do to fix it. I'm like, it's done. Like he's not winning a Super Bowl this year, and that's what he was brought here to do. Like that's where the bar should have been at. We should be talking about, can we get past the Houston Texans? Are we going to finally get past the Buffalo Bills? Is this the Browns' year to win the Super Bowl? These are the conversations we should be having. The conversations we're having is Taylor Green going to play in Week 15? The gap between those two conversations is going to cause people to not like you when you're the dude who was promised to bring this stuff. And it's not like this promise was brought on him unjustifiably. He did not say, hey, I don't want $230 million guaranteed. That's going to create too much pressure on me. Pay me like a normal, decent starting quarterback. He said, no, I want the most money, guaranteed money any quarterback's had because I'm worth it. And now people are asking you to demonstrate that worth, and you haven't demonstrated that, and they're rightfully rejecting this deal. Like, that's what Deshaun Watson is getting. He's getting a rejection from the audience. We're rejecting this. We don't want it anymore. We don't want to be reminded of it anymore. And yeah, on that level, it is personal. But there's my hot take. It doesn't fucking matter if it's personal. It's still justified. If people are booing him about the cases, that's fair. If people are booing him about the last 4 years, that's fair. If people are booing him simply because he had 3 2-and-outs in a row and they're tired of it, that's fair. No reason for him to get booed is unjustified that people have booed him for, right? He's acting like he's getting booed because he's like in the 40s passing the color line. Like, that's what he's acting like. You know what I mean? Like, he's acting like he's getting booed out of righteousness. Like he's holding some kind of righteous cross and people are upset at him. Like he's Colin Kaepernick or something. He took a stand for a cause and people are booing him for it. People are not booing you for that. They're booing you because they think that you're a serial sexual predator. They're booing you because you're not good at football. They're booing you because you're a huge waste of money, and we've seen the effect of that waste of money and draft resources on the team.
He really said, I don't have any regrets in my life.
I don't have a single regret in my life. He added the in my life part too after he said he doesn't have he wanted us to know. Like, that was the mask slipping.
I was
by
like,
the way.
I was like, none? Not one? Not one.
Not one. Well,
Not
apparently
one?
he has one regret because he apologized for the press conference. I'm like, oh, you regret it? Somebody, they lucky my ass ain't in there. Oh, so you regret this? Would you say you regret it?
Would have threw me out of here immediately.
Oh, okay. When he said that, I was like, okay, I have to have a mature response to this, because what he is saying is actually disgusting and it needs to be highlighted. But like, there was part of me that's like, I know for one thing he should regret this, and it's a screenshot of that play from the Washington game. I'm like, bro, don't regret this. But I was like, this ain't the time for jokes.
I'm glad you're more mature than me, because I would have took that opportunity.
I was like, I can't joke. He just said he regrets nothing in his life. I need to highlight that. Like, that's crazy.
I'm like, you gotta regret this, bro. You don't regret this?
You don't regret nothing about 2024.
You don't regret, like, you gotta regret this, bro.
You don't regret coming back early with the Colts in the Colts game? Like, at least you regret that, right? There's so many things about his career. You're like, you have to regret that, right? You don't regret taking an unnecessary tackle in the Baltimore game and breaking your shoulder?
Man, you don't regret coming here?
I know. That's why he responded so hard, by the way, is because he does regret coming here. And I think he does blame Cleveland. Like, I don't want to, I hope this doesn't happen, but it seems inevitable. That guy's going to retire from the NFL, because nobody wants him. He's going to retire next year. And then in a couple of years, we're going to see Deshaun Watson pop up on these podcasts. Because you remember, these players have taken the side of Deshaun Watson in all of this, right?
Which is insane.
Yeah. So
insane.
He's going to show up on Cam Newton's podcast, and you're going to remember, oh, Cam Newton was okay with all of this, right? And Cam Newton's going to be out there, and he's going to be like, yeah, tell us about this situation and what happened in Cleveland. And he's going to say that it was all Cleveland's fault. Yeah, I know he's going to do this because you could tell. It's the regret is all over him. He just wish he hadn't come here. He came to the North. He thought it was one thing. It was not one thing. like in retrospect, coming to Cleveland under that much scrutiny was nuts. But I don't think people understood that this fan base is much closer to Philly than it is the Minnesota Vikings. Right? Like, this ain't the Green Bay Packers. Like, we kind of kick it different. We kick it much more like Chicago, much more like Detroit, much more like Philadelphia, right? We're not Buffalo. As much as Browns fans try to act like we're just like Buffalo, we're not like Buffalo at all. I've never seen Browns fans try to shovel that fucking stadium. We don't love them. We don't love them to that point.
I wish they would try to get me out there shoveling
for free. You get the fuck out of my face. Fuck out of here. Maybe you can get the goofy motherfuckers in Buffalo to do that shit. You're not gonna get Cleveland to do that. That's nuts.
Absolutely. Bro, I'm not doing that shit.
Bro, we're not working for free in the cold. Bro, no.
For this team? Come on.
Nah. Get out of here, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. We got other teams. Like, the Cavs on, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here.
For this team? Please. Kiss
they keep trying to sell the Browns fans like that. I'm like, this is not that kind of fan base. It's a passionate fan base, and it's one of my favorite fan bases in the world, obviously. But, like, we boo. We boo all the time. Here's the funny thing. Deshaun Watson's acting like he's such a unique victim here. We did the same shit to Tim Couch. And all Tim Couch did was be slightly disappointing.
And you could make the argument that the organization set up Tim to fail.
Yeah. We had enough.
Make a strong argument. You can make a strong argument that the organization set up Tim to fail.
Hey, but the fans had enough. And they cheered when Tim Couch went out there and then called him a bitch on national radio for crying about it. Remember he cried about it? And everybody was like, what a bitch. He needs to go. That was the response in the city. Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I would like to take this moment to apologize to Tim Couch on behalf of the city. You did not deserve that, brother. I apologize.
He called preseason games. I'm like, he is truly a Christian because
good man.
I could not forgive.
Oh, I never would have forgave the city for that ever in my life. I would never forgive him for that.
They showed up to the next game with Tim Couch crybaby signs.
Yeah, shout out Tim Couch, man.
Yeah,
that's a good dude.
The local radio was like, get this wussy out of town, bro. If he can't handle that, he can't. We had a website in Cleveland called Is Art Modell Dead Yet? You ain't talk to an elder about Bottlegate. You know what I mean? You ain't talk to somebody when they bring up the fact that you can't have glass bottles in stadiums. They bring that shit up with pride. It's not shameful to them. Browns fans back in the day be like, oh yeah, we used to throw double D batteries at the players and then throw glass at them. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with us? But think about this. Every other city, everybody's like, oh, the Cavs fans should be ashamed about how they acted when LeBron first returned. There has never been a shred of shame about that game for Cavs fans.
No, not even a little bit.
Like the burning the jersey thing was a little corny. You know, there's been some shame expressed there, but booing the shit out of him, nah, they take pride in that. Some people watch that shit back just to be nostalgic about, yeah, we showed him. like for some reason, people keep talking about Cleveland fans and Cleveland teams as if we're this ultra forgiving, never gonna boo on you fan base. But all the evidence points to the contrary. If you look at top 10 wild fan moments, we got 3 spots on the fucking list.
Do we really?
Yeah, 10-cent beer night. I think that was a Cleveland thing.
Okay.
Was that Chicago or Cleveland? It might have been the same owner, but Chicago. But yeah, we've had multiple riots. like Bottlegate, certainly on that list. The first LeBron return, certainly on that list. Like, yeah, something happened at Municipal. I know it. Oh, the last game at Municipal where you could hear the fans ripping out the seats from the stadium and carrying them out of the building as they leave that game. And then hanging Art Modell in effigy outside the stadium. That shit don't even make the top 10 for me, dog.
I'm over here like, damn, we got some moments, don't we?
It's an angry city. Anybody who's lived in Cleveland knows this. I took my girl to Cleveland. We were downtown, and it was like on East Knife or something like that. We were near like the arcade.
Right.
And somebody honked at somebody else. But they held this whore down for like 5 minutes. And nobody who's from Cleveland that witnessed this reacted to it. Laura was like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? It's noon. How are you this angry? I'm like, didn't use a signal.
That would piss you off, though. That would piss you off.
It would. It's different. My homeboy, he used to cover the Houston Texans, right? And the Rockets. And he got a job out in Detroit. Okay. And we were talking. I'm like, yeah, I think you started. I was like, hey, have you realized how different people from the Midwest up north are compared to down south? He was like, Q, I've been to 1 million Houston games, and I've never seen the fans boo the players. My first game was a preseason game in Detroit. They went down 10, whole stadium, booing the Pistons in a preseason game. I was like, yeah. He was like, it's way more rowdy Like, yeah, you're gonna get booed here, right? Like, it's gonna happen. I don't know why, bro. Like, here's also the thing that shocked me. Deshaun Watson getting booed was apparently a shock to Deshaun Watson. A legitimate shock to Deshaun Watson.
I don't understand. I do not understand what goes on in his mind.
He is surrounded by people who are deluding him, and those people are also in the Browns organization. That's what's happening. They're delusional.
I don't understand how could they not prepare him? From the moment he has got here, by the way, from the moment he's been here, nobody has prepared him for any of the negative things that were obviously coming. Nobody prepared.
None of the people whose job that is actually understand the people in this city. Because say what you want about Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert's from the Great Lakes. He don't do shit like this.
No, he knows what it is. He knows exactly what it is.
That's why he wrote the letter, by the way. He was like, oh, they about to be mad. I'm about to juice them up. He knows what it is. For better or worse, Dan Gilbert is kind of one of us, right? Obviously, there's an obvious negatives to Dan Gilbert. But Dan Gilbert be doing shit, and the shit that people be mad at Dan Gilbert for doing, people from Cleveland like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean?
We do be doing that. I get it.
You're like, yeah, fuck Dan Gilbert, but yeah, I get it though. He never had to apologize to us about the letter. He just had to apologize to LeBron. You know what I mean? We're not gonna fault you for being angry.
Not at all. Not at all.
What's everybody's beef with Kevin Stefanski? He doesn't get angry enough.
That's dead ass when people get mad.
That was dead ass. That was
dead ass when people get mad.
He did not get angry enough.
It's like, why you ain't mad, bro? Why you ain't mad?
Not mad at this. What people like about Todd Monken, he be angry. All those times Todd done ended practice early, he ain't had to explain that to the fans. The fans are like, hey, man, he might be too emotional and makes decisions a bit too harshly based on how he's feeling. No, they like, yeah, Todd, tell him.
Tell them motherfuckers, Todd.
Yeah, get them to work, Todd.
Tell them to get their shit together.
Yeah. Every single happy guy that's ever played in Cleveland sports, we shit on. Nick Swisher, hated him. Couldn't stand Nick Swisher.
Hated him.
Couldn't wait till he was gone. He made me stop watching him. This motherfucker smiling. You 0 for 3 on the plate. What are you smiling about? That's the shit that drove people bad. Deshaun Watson looked like shit in that preseason game, but they cut to the camera. He keying ha. What the fuck are you laughing about? You watching the tape too? What's everybody's favorite moment from this podcast? Is me being outrageously mad about a game. Okay?
Hey, so angry. We just started cracking jokes and clowning because we were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Like, don't ever underestimate this city's ability to hate. Okay?
I know for a fact we are going to have another one of those podcasts.
Oh, by the way, if you ever need an example of this, just look at what happened to the Cavs. This James Harden thing by the end of this year, oh my God. 2 years in a row, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty.
I don't think it's going to happen 2 years in a row. Keep in mind, I said I don't think.
Well, what don't you? Let's let you be more specific here. What exactly don't you think is going to happen 2 years in a row?
I don't think that is going to happen. Years in a row. I think people gonna be cool on James. I don't think James is gonna get. Well, no, that's not true. James is gonna get cooked because people just like cooking James. But I think the ire will be spread out amongst the players.
No, it won't.
I think so.
Like everybody keeps trying to make Donovan Mitchell people don't naturally hate Donovan Mitchell though. Like you can be upset at Donovan Mitchell or whatever it is, but like at the end of the day, you think Donovan Mitchell is a good person. People just don't like James Harden. I feel like we keep underestimating this. They will always blame James Harden because he's James Harden.
It's not fair.
Huh?
I say it's so not fair.
Hey, it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. It is what it is. James Harden go out there and shoot 2 for 10. You might hear fuck James Harden chants. Like trade James Harden. Like anything's possible. We've been conditioned to not like James Harden for like 10 years. Everybody trying to make this Donovan Mitchell hate happen. I'm like, people like Donovan though. They just think he's not good enough to be the best player on the championship team, which by the way was never what we should have been, never what the axe was for Donovan Mitchell. The hope was like Evan Mobley could grow into that. And that's when the Cavs would be ready to win a championship. And the unfortunate thing is that Evan Mobley looks like he could be the second best player on the championship team. But maybe not the first. Like if you put Evan Mobley on the Spurs right now, they win the championship, he'd be the second best player.
Nobody would say anything about him.
Yeah.
Nobody would say a word. Nobody would say a word about it.
Copy and paste them to the Spurs right now. They win the championship. He's the second best player on the team. It's just right. We need him to be the best player on the team. He's just not that right now. Maybe, I don't know, but we're running out of time, right, for him to be that. But yeah. I say all of that to say, yeah, Deshaun Watson's not wrong. Some of this shit is personal, but he's going to get booed anyways.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, like people are like, "Would the Browns start 2-0? Will the fans still boo him?" And I said, probably not until he goes 3 and out 3 times in a row. Then we're booing him. Fuck out of here.
Damn. He said, damn, we ain't letting up because we won some games. Absolutely not.
No, they go 3 and out 3 times in a row and they're losing the game. Boo. That's happened to every quarterback who's ever played the Cleveland Browns. It happened to Baker Mayfield. And some of these motherfuckers that was booing still like him. Like, that's the thing about Cleveland. We might like you if we boo you. Like,
shit really don't make sense.
It's personal. We want better. Boo. Like,
we want better. Boo. Boo.
Lamar Jackson could be here and we would still boo him if he went 3 and out 3 times in a row.
Unfortunately, a fact.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
It is what
we
it
are
is.
not that kind of fan base. People should get used to looking at Cleveland with the same grace they give Philly. Right? When Philly does this, they're just passionate. They're just rowdy East Coast fans. When we do it, we're assholes. So that makes us even more angry. Okay? like we don't even get allowed to be mean. Like we mean, dog. It is what it is. It's not personal.
Oh God. Domo's in our chat.
But yeah.
Saying that Castle is better than Mobley. Okay, bro.
I knew he was gonna say that.
No, he's like, yeah.
Castle? Wait, don't stop. All right, Damo. Like, I've had my fill. You know.
We're done. We're done.
No, you got first team reps today, and this is what you decided to use them back in the line. Back in the line for the rest of practice. No. Okay.
For the rest of practice. It's crazy.
You couldn't say Harper. You couldn't say Dylan Harper better.
You said Dylan Harper, I'd have been like, ooh, okay.
Ooh, like, that's a close conversation.
We can talk about it.
Probably Evan's probably a better player now, but like Ron probably would be better in like 3 years. We'll see. Again, he's in that young player stage. We thought Evan would be like Kevin Garnett. Like the expectations for Evan were so high that like being an all NBA defender and a 20-point score, it's like the disappointing. Like, Like, for real, he has the career of LaMarcus Aldridge right now, and we're like,
Hey, LaMarcus Aldridge ain't never been Defensive Player of the Year. I just want to point that out. Never.
I was saying, like, you could say LaMarcus Aldridge was probably a little bit better offensively. Evan's definitely better defensively. Like, we out here talking about him like he's had Bobby Portis's career. Like,
chill before Dumbo get in the chat talking about Bobby Portis is better.
Yeah. Well, he's lost his reps for today. We're not bringing up Dabo super chats anymore. Like, he's out. He started on bullshit.
You said back in the line.
Nah, no more reps. Other field. Go to that field over there, Doc. No. Yeah, throw with the kickers. Okay, practice holds, dog, for the rest of practice. You tripping? Like,
we don't got time for this shit.
Come on, dog. First play, you doing bullshit. I don't need this. Okay. Oh man.
I wonder if Coach do be saying that's like, man, I don't need this shit right now.
I can imagine a scenario last year where that definitely was happening.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's probably I could think of a couple of actual examples when that happened with certain players where coaches decide, oh man, no. And then you get a report, hey, X player, he did not practice with the team after doing warm-ups in individuals. He was not scheduled to be out today. It's strange. Something probably happened.
Oh man.
Anything else in the world of sports to talk about? Do we fully cover the Brown situation?
Oh, do we want to talk about the Shedeur part of this, or do we not want to put ourselves through it?
I think that's an interesting conversation to have because I don't think I'm with where everybody else is on this, or it depends on what your definition of everybody else is. I don't know how much this says about Shedeur, to be honest with you. Because, like, I think they wanted to start a veteran.
I mean, I think you could look at it from either end of the spectrum. Because there's some people who look at it from, okay, well, if you can't start over Deshaun Watson, I feel like that answers everything I need to know about you. And I can understand that perspective. But I also look at it from this perspective, too. If you're Shedeur, this is the best situation you could be put in. Is replacing
super easy babyface run for Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, yeah, you just have to replace the guy that everybody hates.
Oh, yeah. This is like when John Cena back in the day would have the title for like 5 years. And it's like whoever has the money in the bank is like the biggest baby face in the world. It's like, we cannot wait for you to cash in. And, or like, even like if Money in the Bank existed when Triple H was like on top of things as a wrestler, ooh, the reign of terror. That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, people just can't wait for Deshaun Watson's era to be over. And Shedeur starting means that that's over. So he's going to be the biggest baby face on the fan. And because they can't stand the dude backing you up, you're in the rare situation to where nobody wants to see the backup. Like we go out there, throw 3 interceptions. We're like, hey, man, unless we trade, we're sticking with Shedeur.
Yeah, like unless they bring another quarterback in here, he's in the best situation he could possibly be in.
Yeah, public races wise, he's in a good situation. I just wonder what the questions that the coaching staff have about him are, because some stuff has legitimately gotten better with Shedeur. The pocket stuff, legitimate improvement from preseason 1 to preseason 2 this year, right? Hasn't taken a bad sack. Hasn't been doing the run around. Pretty good there. How long he's taking to get the ball out, that has not improved. And when you watch him on tape, questions about what he's seeing versus very vanilla coverages, still very much there. I wonder if they think that this is something that can work with, or after months of trying, they feel like we've hit a wall.
Oof.
You know? Like, that's going to be the question with Shedeur. Like, if the Browns have the best offensive line in football, you might feel comfortable throwing him out there because, like, if you give him time, he's going to do something with it. He's a good enough thrower of the football to have some good plays here and there. It's just like, hey, the other stuff that you need him to do way faster. Like, he was good in that preseason game, but, like, the big thing is, like, it was happening slow, right? Needs to be faster. That's going to be the question for him when he plays. But, you know, I think as far as like for what he could have showed here, I don't think he's ahead of schedule. I think he's just on schedule.
And that's fine.
Yeah, and I think that's fine for Shedeur. You know, he's not behind schedule. I think he showed some progress. And I think ultimately Shedeur Sanders is going to prove to be a multi-year project. Multi-team project, by the way. Right, like he probably will. I think there's a chance he could pop up somewhere in like 4 years, and we're like, oh, Shedeur had a good season,
and that's fine.
I don't know if, I think that's the kind of prospect that he is. You know, my comp for him was Teddy Bridgewater. It's about what Teddy was, like a worse version of Teddy. I know people get hot because Teddy's not a Hall of Famer when you say some shit like that, but like Teddy Bridgewater was good.
He was solid QB. Really, yeah, he was solid QB.
Was a starter for a while, you know.
Got hurt and then, you know.
Became a backup Hall of Fame coach in high school, Florida high school. So, you know, it's a good career.
I was about to be like Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame high school coach. He was taking care of them boys. You know what I mean?
He was. They was getting, and people was hating. He was taking care of them.
It wasn't even crazy shit, too. He wasn't even doing nothing like spoiling them. He was just like, I just bought groceries. Like it was that kind of old school, why you tripping about this in 2026 corruption type stuff. It's like in the age of NIL, you telling me somebody can't get their rent taken care of?
Crazy.
Like, it's rent in the projects. It's not even nice rent.
I mean, that was nothing for him on an NFL player scout.
Like, he can't throw somebody $700 for rent. It's not like he bought him an apartment, set him up on the coast. Nah, they just making sure they'll be homeless. That's just human decency. He's doing the job of the government. The government should be doing this, okay? And y'all trying to punish him?
Crazy.
Nasty work. Nasty work.
Inside.
But shout out Teddy, man. Anything else in the world of sport you want to talk about before we get to these supers?
Oh, yeah, of course. Got to take a moment to talk about my favorite Browns running back of all time, Nick Chubb.
Oh, yeah.
Wish him nothing but a happy retirement. It didn't end the way it was supposed to end, but, man, we going to remember it forever.
Hey, man. Put Nick Chubb on that Ring of Fame, baby.
Oh, you yeah. I mean? Gotta be in the Ring of Honor.
24 up there. You know what I mean?
You like put 24 up there. We good.
I don't care if he in a Hall of Fame. He's in my Hall of Fame.
Facts. Yeah. He ain't got to make your hall. He ain't got to make the hall. He in my hall.
Yeah. He in my hall. You know what I mean? I'm about to say something that's going to sound crazy.
Hey, you know what I saw when he retired? You know what I saw on the timeline as soon as he retired?
What?
I seen a bunch of people that was like, and fuck Minka Fitzpatrick.
Is that game at home versus the Jets? No, that game's at MetLife. Because he plays on the Jets now, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely gonna boo Minka. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%. He should get booed every time he comes in the city.
Yeah, that is definitely personal. That's the thing that cracked me up about Deshaun. I'm like, he was like, it's personal. I'm like, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's personal or it's not. Why you're getting booed? Like, honestly, I don't think people caught that was a retort to Todd Monken. Because Todd was like, hey, yeah, if you don't play well, you're going to get booed. It's performance based. And then Deshaun hits us with, it's not personal. Why did he say that? Because in the grand context of things, does it matter why they're bullying you? But it mattered to Todd, and that was his retort to it. And I just wonder, like, you know, I'm gonna be interested to see that relationship because Todd's pretty dedicated to this project, but I don't know if he's as dedicated as Deshaun wants him to be, because Deshaun is used to being around dick riders.
Hey, I didn't think that's where you was gonna take it. I was like,
I wish I had the echo button.
oh man!
Like him saying here, I thought I was gonna get a better reception. I'm like, oh wow, he is just in a bubble. He has not faced reality at all. But yeah, shout out to Nick Chubb, the anti-Deshaun Watson.
Literally.
No cases, no noise, just ball. You know, my favorite Browns player in my lifetime. Super sad that he had to retire this early. It's kind of crazy. I've been on the air the whole time during his career. So that made me feel old. But shout out to Nick Chubb, man. We got. Oh, by the way, R.I.P. Dolly Parton. Saw that on the timeline.
100%. R.I.P. Dolly Parton.
Hey, she might be one of the last few people that dies and like everybody's sad.
Yeah. Queen of country, man.
Hey. It's a moment of silence, you know what I mean? All right, shout out Dolly Parton. Shout out Dolly Parton, man. Anything else? Do you want to talk about the Cavs trade?
Peyton Watson, man, I love it.
Tell us about Peyton Watson, because I'm not super familiar with him. I haven't watched a lot of Denver.
So, if you remember when we did I can't remember if it was last week or week before. His college career, it's insane how bad he was. His 1 year at UCLA, like unbelievably bad. Still ended up being a first round pick just because he's 6'8", super duper long arms. He didn't test well at the combine, but he's actually a pretty good athlete. Denver invested in him, took some time to develop him. He's gotten better every single season he's been in the NBA. Really, really good defender. Averaged over a block a game. I believe he shot over 40% from three last year. Really good at playing off the ball. He got a couple on ball. Like he got a couple games where he was doing a lot more on ball when Jokic was out of the lineup and stuff. That was like encouraging. But he's mostly an off ball player. He can shoot well, finish at the rim well, and he protects the rim on defense. And like his length bothers other wings. He's exactly the kind of player that the Cavs have needed on the wing, to be completely honest with you. And he's 20. He just turned 23. I think he gives them a really dynamic defensive front court with him, Evan, and Jared Allen. And I also think he gives them the versatility to be able to play. You could play him at the 4 because he's legit 6'8" with long arms. So you could play him at the 4 with Evan at the 5 or with Jared Allen at the 5, however they want to do it. And it gives Kenny like some more length and size to play so he doesn't have to play those stupid 4-guard lineups anymore. Yeah, I actually think it makes them a lot better. So it's going to be really, really fascinating to see. And I think they're going to sign Bruce Brown here in the next whenever amount of time before the season. And I think that's going to be interesting.
Denver Bruce Brown?
Yes, Denver Bruce Brown.
He's healthy now?
He played last year. Yeah, he's healthy.
Every time I see a team play against that he was on, he's on the sideline with that stupid fucking cowboy hat.
No. He's
been healthy?
He's healthy.
He was on the Nuggets last year. Okay. He was on the Pelicans. The Pelicans really is NBA hell, bro.
Was he on the Pelicans last year? I thought he was back
on the
in Denver.
Pelicans last year. He was on the Pelicans in 2025. Got traded. Well, he was on them in 2025 and got traded to the Denver Nuggets.
Okay, yeah, traded back to Denver. Yeah, he's a really good. Listen, Bruce Brown is a really good role player to have. I'm not gonna lie to you, like really good.
Is that the replacement for Max Strus?
Probably. He's a better defender. He's a better defender than Max for sure.
Of Bruce Brown at Miami with no headband in. He one of them dudes looked like he was older in college than he was in the pros.
Dang.
Man, I'm gonna send that shit in the group text. Y'all see that? Boy, crazy.
But yeah, he's a really good player for them to have. Like Bruce, like them. They got Hazonia. Oh, you really did put this in the group chat. Hold on. Damn.
Right?
Damn.
Yeah, no, put that headband on, dog.
Nah, he does. He definitely does look younger in the league than he did in comp. That's insane.
That's why he be wearing those cowboy hats. Okay, I understand it.
Yeah, he got about 5 left.
Woo.
Got about 5 left, dog. But yeah, he like. If you really look at what the Cavs have done in the offseason, I kind of like what they've done, to be completely honest with you. Like I like Malik, I like them drafting Malik Thomas. I like trading for Peyton Watson. I would like if they get Bruce Brown, I would like that very much. And then Hazonia, they got him too. He's like 6'7" or 6'8".
Yeah, the only problem with the Cavs is what everybody else in the East has done.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the Cavs' biggest problem. It's really like if they were playing in the East last year with this roster, we'd be like, okay, let's roll. James Harden, Hazonia, Peyton Watson, like that's a good reload. The problem is just that like they're in the East and everybody went to the East.
Yeah, the East is gonna be fun though, at least, so that's fun.
I'm still low on Philly.
They're gonna be good.
I think they're obviously going to be like a good team. I don't think they're going to. I think second round still where they're going to live.
Maybe. It's possible.
All right, you got the super chats for me?
Yeah, I got you. Shout out Cam's Cut Ups. I can't wait for the Stephen A. He's averaging 40 edits with Watson's PFF score. Oh man, we're getting all the edits this year. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lower than 55 grade for the 2022 season, which is not good.
Not great. Akalon, Kobe, you called my mom out with that butter pecan. Oh yeah, so I asked the question. I asked the question on the timeline yesterday. Is there an ice cream flavor that you enjoy that you would get cooked for if other people found out?
How did butter pecan become a part of this conversation?
Because somebody said butter pecan, and I was like, I feel like every black woman over the age of 50 loves butter pecan.
Yeah, my grandma had tons of. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, that was the only flavor they would allow black people to get.
They couldn't. Black people couldn't have vanilla ice cream specifically.
Yeah, so they have to have butter pecan.
White. Which is crazy levels of racism. What
insane levels of racism.
What? I can't have that ice cream because it's white.
We won't even let you have white ice cream.
Bro, if somebody brought that up as a plot point in a show, people would be like, all right, it wasn't that crazy. It was that crazy.
It's that crazy, bro. It was that crazy.
What? Yeah, well, black folks could have vanilla ice cream back in the day. So they made butter pecan as a substitute for it. So that's why it is, especially if your people from the South, you have a grandma or a great auntie, and she has butter pecan in that freezer. Yeah. Shout out to my grandma Liz, R.I.P. She had that butter pecan in that freezer.
My mom's favorite ice cream, butter pecan.
Yeah.
It is.
And when my grandmother was living out there in Lake Charles, Louisiana, yeah, butter pecan.
The crazy part is, it's delicious. It is legitimately good.
You know, it's funny. I've never had it because my grandmama never let nobody touch her butter pecan. She'd be like, "Don't touch my butter pecan." So like every time I see butter pecan, I'm like, I can't touch it. That's my grandma's. Like I don't feel like I'm allowed to have it because my grandma said I couldn't touch a butter pecan.
Also, I'm just gonna come clean. I'm gonna come clean on the pod just like I did in the timeline. You've been to Mitchell's, right? You've been to Mitchell's in Cleveland?
No.
You never been to Mitchell's when you came
No.
back? All right, we got to do it.
The year I came back, it was during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, next time you come to Cleveland, we definitely got to take that trip.
Okay, Mitchell's. I've been there like because I went to school out in Youngstown, so I know about like handles.
No,
they got handles in Atlanta now.
They got handles here, but yeah, you got to go to Mitchell's, bro. That shit is amazing.
Everybody swear they local ice cream joint got the best ice cream.
Nah, Mitchell's a stamp though. Like I've had people come here from out of state and be like, nah, that's the best ice cream I ever had.
I gotta try it out.
No, key lime pie at Mitchell's. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I did not think it was gonna be that good. It was amazing.
Next time I'm in the city, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check that out.
But yeah. Shout out to our butter pecan enjoyers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all.
When you find out the origin behind all of these foods that like black people historically eat or are stereotyped to eat, it is like every single one of them is like, oh no, this is a giant reminder of just how cartoonishly racist things
America was. Yeah.
like you ever hear about why there's a stigma behind chicken and watermelon with black people?
I don't.
Oh, you don't know this one? So after slavery, which is a crazy sentence, but after slavery, black folks were starting like businesses being able to like sell chicken or sell watermelon, like watermelon farms and chicken farms.
Okay.
And they were getting they were getting money doing this, like a decent amount of money doing this. And then white folks started to resent that and then started to make fun of chicken and watermelon. And then made that a stigma for black people. Yeah.
Cartoonishly racist, man.
Everything kind of dates back to some like, wow. Like I remember people were arguing with me when I was in college because I didn't like musical theater. I'd be like, as a black person, I'm allowed to not like musical theater. And I'm like, why? It stems from minstrel. It's a direct relative and descendant to minstrel shows. If you don't know what minstrel shows are, that's blackface.
Yeah, I know what minstrel shows are.
I know. I'm saying for the audience, you know, we be having some visitors here. You know what I mean? We gotta let them know the historical terms.
We be having some visitors.
History.
We be having some visitors.
Yeah, shout out to the visitors. I know y'all be looking both ways and laughing while y'all watch this show. But yeah, that's why there's a stigma about chicken and watermelon with black people. It stems from that. Nuts. Nuts. We got this. Is this new super chat on screen new? Oh, yeah. No.
Let's get this. Ackline again. Chubb is my favorite player too. Reminds me of Ford Model T. Does his job, does it well, nothing extra. Why does Dennis change his pick every week? Dennis does change his profile pick every week.
I don't know.
He's gonna change it every week during the season. I can tell you that right now.
He finds it like, look, I imagine this is what happens. He's scrolling through. He sees a picture he thinks is funny, and he says to himself, this is the new timeline picture. And because y'all are noticing it now, guess what? It's definitely going to happen now. Like 100%. It's like when we made that mistake of bringing up how Dabo changed his name all the time, and Dabo ain't going 3 weeks without changing his name. Okay, like...
Oh man,
I'm tired, boss. Yeah,
I'm tired, man.
That's basically like I feel like, unfortunately, like Shedeur should have went anywhere but Cleveland, because like maybe other places would have had more of an appetite for the shenanigans, and it wouldn't have gotten this hostile between his fans and the fan base. But this is the one fan base where like, hey, bro, we're tired. like, I need you to not bring bullshit.
You said we are tired.
We are exhausted. We have been arguing about our quarterback position since 2018.
Oh man. And you know the funniest thing about it?
We gone from Mr. Chip on my shoulder, I need negativity to be good, and then we traded for somebody who can't even be handled to be booed once. You know, it throws his whole fucking game off. And then we got Shedeur, who like all this. We ain't got time for you, bro. like not right now. Like, please.
Do you think he regrets just not letting the Ravens draft him?
I don't know.
I would like to ask him that question if I ever had the opportunity. I would like to know. It's like, do you just wish you would
answer that question? But yeah,
it's like, do you wish you just would have went to the Ravens?
I'll be like, describe your ideal situation for entering the NFL as a quarterback. That's how you can get his answer. If he describes what the Browns were, he's happy here. If he describes Baltimore, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably how I'll try to sneak it out of him.
I'd be like, oh.
Like, just imagine, like, what do you think is like the perfect scenario for a young quarterback? You know, what would you like if you could put together your best case scenario? What would that look like? And then he'll take you there.
So you really wanted to be the Ravens, huh?
Yeah. You know, somewhere where I got time. Oh.
Ray Rags, I can't believe people are making a big deal of the poison pill. Yeah, they did that because he won't be here next year. It's not like he was ever going to be there in 2020. Yeah, like I'm
just gotta ignore people who keep doing cap panic.
Yeah, like anybody who's talking about the contract anymore, just like
we got 200 days left on. Well, we got 198 days left, and then we're gonna cut them, and it's gonna be like 35 million for the next 3 years.
And the cap's gonna go up every year. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, the cap is the least harmful thing Deshaun Watson has done to Cleveland.
And like, people do not believe that, but it's
like
true.
The money itself is not the problem. The fact that the contract is guaranteed and we can't get rid of him, that's part of the problem. I would agree with that. But like the actual money on the cap, that hasn't. We don't give a fuck about that. We be signing people all the time. Okay, like the money has nothing to do with that. The draft picks we lost because of Deshaun Watson, I don't think we talk about that enough.
Oh, that was easily the most detrimental thing that happened.
Oh, that's the most devastating thing. That's why the offense went to shit. Yeah. That's why Kevin's gone. It's probably why Miles isn't here anymore. Like, because we had to trade for draft picks to make up for what we lost with Tim.
Oh, man.
Consequences?
Sleeping snore laxative. I would be even more mad if Deshaun gets ugly wins. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I just want y'all to prepare yourselves mentally for the most unnecessary
PJ Walker coded wins.
The most unnecessary 6 to 7 win season of all time.
Deshaun Watson, PJ Walker's his way through a full season.
Oh God, it's gonna be terrible. I can see it coming a mile away. It's gonna be horrible.
Nah, we're not that good. We got talent, but like you got to think about 2023. We had a lot of guys in their prime, right? Like for a team to be like Amari Cooper was at his best he's ever been. We had Myles Garrett who became like a different type of player in 2023 than he ever been. The offensive line was still good. Nick Chubb was there for like 2 weeks. David Njoku was at the peak too. Like we're not there yet to PJ Walker our way through like 8 wins. Like that's just not going to happen.
Man, I'm telling you, this team is going to piss us off. I can feel it. I can feel it. I know for a fact they're going to piss us off.
I'm open to a lot of different ways that this season can go well for Cleveland. So I'm more optimistic here.
Oh man, what's the next one? Sleeping snore laxative again. The Browns should have signed Nick Chubb for a 1-day contract and then retire as a Brown the
Is that
same
not what
day
they
that
did?
the day they named Deshaun
No,
QB1
don't do
too.
that. Don't pair those two together. Oh God, no.
No.
Leave
I
Nick
don't
Chubb the
want
fuck out
Nick.
of that.
I
Yeah.
don't want Nick sharing any amount of spotlight with that man.
No, what they should have done is announce, hey, by the way, at the new stadium, we're not going to charge as much for concessions. That's what you could have done if they were smart. Because people would be like, man, fuck Deshaun Watson, but that's a pretty solid move. You gonna sell beers for $8? Like people would be like, Deshaun gonna be gone by then. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah. Don't use Nick Chubb. That would piss me off more if they use Nick Chubb as a shield for Watson criticism.
no, like don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do
like,
that,
no.
please.
Nick Chubb deserves way better than that. He already had an undeserved end to his career. You know what I mean?
He deserves so much more than that. Don't do that to him.
Yeah, keep him away from Watson.
Like we're okay. We're good. Wags. Sorry, boys, been gone for a while. That Miles trade really killed things for me for a while. I'm still not over it. But take 4 QB this year, please. It's okay. We'll get through it together. He said that Miles trade killed things for me. Oh, you ever hear sounding like you for like 2 months after it happened?
Hey man, I got it out my system. Y'all gonna spend the next 5 years saying what I said 2 weeks ago. like, I just chose to get it out now. A lot of y'all deferred that day until later. And I'm like, I don't know why we're doing that. Like, let me go pay this cash now, bro, because there's gonna be regrets about it. By the way, nobody was happier than Myles Garrett that day. I bet he didn't even know what the Browns had done. He was like, hey man, I got Matt Stafford. It's sunny out. Like he with this lady, watching anime in the sunshine. Like I'm like, yeah, he's having a good ass day, ain't he? He didn't have to be at a stadium where they booed the starting quarterback. He's like, oh wow. It's like finding out your ex got a DUI. It's like, oh.
Anyway, Ray Rags, Browns have won the last 3 in 19, 22, and 24, and those are the bad years since 2018. So they can definitely get them and still be back. Talking about beating the Steelers.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen at the end of a season, too.
Oh no, he's talking about have won the last thing.
Oh, you talking about when we beat the Steelers?
To get them. Yeah.
We've been bad a lot of years and beat the Steelers at home.
Yeah, so they're gonna. I still think they're gonna win more games than people want them to, or people think they're going to.
They're not going to get like the number 1 or number 2 overall pick. I think people just need to accept that now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just accept that now, so you don't fall in love with the quarterback option you are not getting. Like again, I've been telling y'all. Root for Dante Moore to have a disappointing season because you have a better chance, okay, getting him that way than thinking the Browns are. If the Browns are 2-14, okay, cool. Well, 2-15, okay, cool. Then that makes it easier, but probably not going to be that bad.
I'm telling you right now,
and Quinshot Judkins are going to carry you to a couple of wins here. Denzel. Casey Concepcion looks like he's going to carry the carcass of this fucking offense, this quarterback room, to some dubs.
I'm telling people right now.
And if Shedeur plays, Shedeur's going to fluke into some wins too.
Lock in on Lenore Sellers this year because that's probably going to end up being your starting quarterback this year.
Hey, man, it also might just be somebody we're not even talking about at all right now.
And that's possible too.
Hey, that was Dante Moore last year. Wasn't nobody talking about him at this point. And then let's talk about Dante Moore. It wasn't even until like October that we started talking about him. It's a long ways to go, y'all. Okay. Just stop looking at the map to see where the destination is going to be and just look out the window and enjoy the ride. Okay. That is our only chance of enjoying.
J Balls 92 conspiracy theory here. It's my favorite. It's my favorite conspiracy theories. Jimmy hates Watson so bad he's putting him out there to humiliate him, make him play even if he wants to quit. We could void his contract. Watson gets humiliated. Everyone wins. I like that conspiracy theory.
I don't think Jimmy Haslam's that cool.
Jimmy's like, I hate him so much, I'm gonna make him play quarterback. Oh,
Nah, I bet Jimmy still calls him a good kid. He said that about him when he signed him.
he did say that, didn't he? He did say that.
He said we're betting on the person. The person.
Oh man.
Jimmy Haslam is not the radical that we are hoping him to be.
Ray Rags, what do we say
Jimmy
in
Haslam
space?
is out there like it is a damn shame. It does feel personal, doesn't it, Deshaun?
All right. Ray Rags saying, what do we say in space? 3 they should get and 2 possible. We actually said there's 4 wins on the schedule and 2 possibles to get us to 6.
You never know, man, in the NFL.
You really don't. You really don't.
Yeah. I think anywhere from like their floor is probably like 4 wins. Their ceiling's probably like maybe if you get ultra lucky 9, but more than likely 8, probably sitting at 6.
Yeah, I think the floor is 4 though.
Yeah, 4 is a floor. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's the floor.
With the 17 game season, yeah, floor 4. They're gonna play teams in like weird situations. Like there's always a game where like you play a team and they're like, oh, they don't have their starter at like 5 different positions. That's what happened with the Raiders last year, right?
Yeah.
And they stunk to begin with. And then they had no starters. Or you catch a team during a funk, like a good team like the Houston Texans are a great example of like, it matters when you play the Houston Texans. There are 4-week stretches where the Houston Texans look like the most terrifying team to play. There are also stretches where the Houston Texans look like a shit show and they get beat by Gardner Minshew.
Did that happen last year?
I don't think
Or
it
the year
happens. I don't think
before?
Gardner Minshew start. But like I know like Gardner Minshew beat the Ravens like a year they went like 13-3. I think Gardner Minshew beat the Ravens in 2024 with the Raiders in Baltimore. And then came back the next year and did it again.
Okay, so I gotta ask you this question because it's a question that we were talking about space. If Gardner Minshew was on the roster, would he be a starter?
Yeah. I don't know why that's a question.
Zero hesitation.
Was that a debate?
No, I'm just glad that we're on the same page.
Yeah, no, he would obviously be the starting quarterback of this team. There would be a gap. What are we talking about?
I'm just glad that we're on the same page. That's
Who's
all.
debating this?
I just wanted to make sure we was on the same page, man. That's all. That's all.
No, I need to know who took the side of like, no, Gardner wouldn't start. Who took the side?
You know exactly who took the side.
Not the big domino.
You know exactly which group of people took the other side.
Oh. Branch Shedeur.
Like, come on, man. No, I this is what I said. Somebody on Twitter was like, Shedeur needs to get out of Cleveland. I was like, this is literally his best and probably only opportunity to get on the field.
Yeah, man, I'm not going to debate it with people. I'm just like at the point where I'm like, just let life happen.
like where else is he gonna? What other team would he play? I guarantee you, he would not play on another team.
Yeah, just like you know what you wanted this like I think they've been saying let it play out or something like that. Okay, let's just let this play out, man. I'm pretty confident that it is what it is. I wish it worked out with Shedeur, or I wish it was working out better, but hey. Unfortunately, this is where we're at.
I'm like, Shedeur probably don't want to go nowhere else because he knows he won't be able to play anywhere else. So he probably wants to stay here. At least he gets on the field.
Like, how can you even think about that when it's not an option for you? You know what I mean?
Like,
Like for his fans, like it's something to think about. But if you're Shedeur, it's like you're under contract for a rookie year. You can only be traded. Like, it's not
they
really an
they'd be
option for you.
like, get him out of Cleveland. I'm like, to go where?
Well, the thing is like I do agree he shouldn't be here. I think this is a bad situation for him because like he's going to be asked to play, and I don't think he should be playing right now. But that's not what they want.
I'm about to say that's not what they're not thinking about it like that.
They're not thinking about that. Like, so I agree with them, but like I don't think they would like why I agree. Like I'm like, yeah, Shedeur probably shouldn't be here. He should be somewhere like Baltimore, even though they changed coaches, so that's probably not a good spot for him anymore. What would be a good spot? Sitting behind Bo Nix.
Yeah.
With like a Sean Payton coach, maybe Kyle Shanahan project, maybe a Kevin O'Connell project. Like he needs to learn discipline and working through plays. I don't think he should go to Kyle because Kyle has no patience.
I was about to say, Kyle, that would be a horrible situation for him.
Yeah, it would make sense on paper, but Kyle's not a patient man. Which, by the way, I know this is not what Browns fans want to hear. But I was watching like the preseason game for the 49ers and thinking to myself, yeah, would it be crazy to think that Mac Jones ends up in Cleveland next year? He's going to be a free agent. Like you should probably watch that. It's better than like Will Levis. But anyways, yeah, I think Kevin O'Connell, maybe Green Bay. Green Bay would be a great place for him to be.
Yeah, Green Bay would be a great place for him to go.
I think Green Bay would be a perfect landing spot for him. Go somewhere there where they're going to teach him some discipline. They taught Malik Willis some discipline. So like, as far as like progressions and stuff. So, I think it could work out there. Like there's talent enough there that I think a coach could make something work with them if they get some buy-in, But like in this kind of thing where it's not really a system, it's like, you really have no chance to really teach them anything because like there's no faith in that system. You know what I mean? Like it's a bad spot for him. But I think they want him to go somewhere and like they think he's gonna beat out. Who's the best quarterback that like Shedeur fans confidently think Shedeur could beat out?
I asked him that question yesterday. I was like, name me the team that you think he would actually get the opportunity to start on if he was on the team. Somebody said the Titans. I was like, there's no way he's starting over Cam Ward. That's not going to happen.
He's not starting over the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, it's like he's like, there's no chance. Somebody said the Panthers. I was like, there's no way he starts over Bryce Young.
That's a number 1 overall pick.
And he's like, he's not going to. Somebody said the Cardinals. I was like, are you sure that he would start over Jacoby Brissett? Because I do not think he would.
I think he could end up starting in Arizona.
He wouldn't start the season. He wouldn't start the season.
No, they would start. If we had Jacoby Brissett right now, we would be starting Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, 100%.
But
and then somebody said Atlanta, and I was like, oh, so you want him to go back with Kevin Stefanski now? So now you want him to go back with Kevin, right?
Kevin wasn't the problem, huh?
so now you want him to be with Kevin, right? That's what you want.
Hey, that'd be nasty. Because,
I was like,
the move is going to be to get Kevin out of there too. And Kevin going to be like, why are they following me, bro?
I was like, the only team that you could maybe talk me into it is the Jets. And I still don't think he would start over Geno.
Not starting over Geno.
Yeah, Geno was horrible last year.
Right now.
He wouldn't start over Geno.
Geno was horrible last year, but he was significantly better than Deshaun Watson in 2024.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Somebody said maybe Miami. He's not starting over Malik Willis. There's no chance.
I was sitting there at the gym when they announced that Deshaun starting. I thought to myself, damn, maybe JP was right. We should have entertained Will Levis.
I mean, you know where I've been at with this quarterback thing.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Matt Rattler, Anthony Richardson. Like, he could have brought anybody in here. And I'm like, yeah, that's a starter. That's how bad the room is. They literally could have brought anybody else.
Really debating whether Gardner Minshew would start in this quarterback room?
Yes. I was like, he would absolutely be the starter.
They would have announced it like at the end of camp. the end of the spring.
Not only would he have been the starter, we wouldn't have said shit about it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We'd be like, yeah, he can get us through 17.
He'd get hurt one game, but
Like he'll get us through 17. We'll be all right.
And what's fucked up? Our bar is so low for quarterback. He probably become a local legend. We're probably. I'm thankful that it didn't happen. To be honest with you,
my point was
because
the point I was
we'll
making.
have Minshew men forever in Browns fandom.
This was the point that I was making. They could have brought literally anybody else in here.
Yeah,
and they would have been the starter. They chose not to.
Yeah, they wanted to be cheap because they just want to get through this year.
Yeah, they want a quarterback. That's what they want. They want a quarterback in 2027. That's what they're trying to accomplish. Like, it is what it is.
Ray Rags.
Ray Rag said, hypothetical Arch Manning and Andrew Luck are in the same class. Who goes number one? I'd say Luck. He's so much better than Arch. Oh, yeah, Andrew Luck.
Yeah, I mean, like, outside of somebody being the greatest quarterback prospect ever to come out.
Like you got to come up with a better prospect to put up against Andrew Luck for me to not pick Andrew Luck. Like, Andrew Luck is like the greatest. He's probably the best quarterback prospect ever.
But like, if it was RG3 coming out or Arch Manning, like, again, this doesn't have to do with like, oh, my evaluation of him. You're probably going to see Arch Manning go over that guy. Like, I think there's like 2 or 3 prospects. And like, it's funny because like these guys didn't have the career that you would think. What's what? Andrew Luck, Jameis Winston. Who else was like that good of a prospect to where they would have beat out like an Arch Manning? A Manning, just a Manning in general.
Just a Manning in general? Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I could think of 2
Caleb.
off the top. Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Caleb.
Like, you can make the argument that Drake May or Jaden Daniels should have, but probably not.
No, not over Andrew Luck.
No, not over Manning. Yeah,
I'm not even over Andrew Luck. Like, no, they wouldn't have put them over Andrew Luck.
Well, we're saying like Andrew Luck would have went over a Manning.
Yeah. Oh, so we're just listing people who would go over Manning.
Who would have gone over? Yeah, a Manning.
Joe Burrow.
Ooh. That's razor close.
Not Mahomes because Mahomes wasn't.
Mahomes.
He didn't even go over Mitch Trubisky. Like, no. like absolutely not. Now Cam's a good one.
I don't think if the NFL is who I think the NFL is, I cannot imagine a world where they take Cam Newton over a Manning. They were trying to talk us into Jake Locker being on the same level as him.
Man, he had the greatest collegiate season a college quarterback has ever had. Dog.
If we're iffy about Joe Burrow, we can't. I don't think Cam gets drafted over a Manning.
Man, that would be tough.
Are we at that time too? Nah.
Okay, if we're throwing the
like in 2011
of the time period, no, they wouldn't have done it.
No.
Not.
I mean,
Trevor
it took
Lawrence
Andrew
either.
Luck not being in that class for him to go number 1 overall.
Yeah, and also not Trevor Lawrence. No.
No, I don't know. Some people were really high on Trevor.
I wouldn't.
Were people higher on Trevor than they were on Jameis? I think they were about the same.
I think it's about the same.
Okay, so we're throwing Jameis out then. Because I think a Manning goes over Jameis.
Definitely not Kyler. They're definitely not Kyler, right?
No, Kyler definitely over. Yeah, the Manning goes over Kyler.
Yeah, definitely not Kyler. Hey, somebody said Jamarcus Russell. Hey, funny as you laugh. You laugh.
Look at that class. He went number 1 overall.
Like, the fact that Jamarcus Russell didn't work out is actually kind of insane because that was a great quarterback prospect. Just athleticism, the arm talent, everything. He was huge. Like,
it's a prime example of like, hey man, sometimes you don't really have to know football to be good at football in college. And I think we were underestimating that because Jamarcus Russell got to the league and he's like, I just play ball. But like you think about that class, Adrian Peterson and Joe Thomas and then Calvin Johnson went right after him.
And like, that looks crazy now, but back then, completely
justifiable. Yeah, back then it was like they signed him before the draft.
Yeah, completely justifiable.
He was compared to like John Elway coming out. Like that was a nutty projection.
Yeah, he could have been insane if he really wanted it.
Lance.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there's only a few I could really. Andrew Luck's the only no-brainer. I'm like, nah, Andrew Luck would have went over Manning.
I think Caleb Williams is too.
You talk to scouts at that era, like they asked Andrew Berry, who's the best quarterback prospect he's ever scouted. He's like, Andrew Luck. It's like not only the talent, the skills, but like he was doing it in an NFL offense. It was an easy transition.
Yeah.
Was he on the Colts when they drafted Andrew Luck?
He might have been.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, but Andrew Luck is like
he was like easy dub,
like the greatest quarterback prospect of all time. Probably like everybody was like like easy, like no brainer number one overall.
He was the pro scouting coordinator in 2012.
Yeah.
Easy dub. He said basically Andrew Luck, easy dub. Take him.
We're not even considering taking anybody else. Like not even going to acknowledge it. We're taking Andrew Luck.
And he played in the NFL offense too because he was with Harbaugh, right?
Yeah. So now we got Kairaz. Until Manning proves himself, I'm going to need us to avoid that like the plague, not taking another guy based on his last name. Dante Moore or etc., please.
You know, we joke, but like if Arch Manning ends up being a good NFL quarterback and the Browns pass on him, we're going to be pissed. And you know what we're going to say? Bro, we didn't draft the fucking Manning. Like, let's say the Browns just go, no, they go full Miles Morales. I'm gonna do my own thing, and they don't draft Manning, and then the Manning ends up being one of the best players in the NFL. You're gonna be like, dog, why in the world did we not draft the Manning? And that's why they're gonna draft the Manning number one overall.
Yeah,
because you can explain not wanting to draft Dante Moore. You cannot explain in 10 years missing on Arch Manning if you missed. You know what I mean? If you're the dude who didn't believe in the Manning and the Manning ends up being good, you gonna look like an asshole. Like, not only that, nobody's ever gonna want to hire you.
Yeah, because that was such a layup decision that you fumbled.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. Dante Moore has proven him being a top 5 pick a little bit more than Arch. But like, you know, it's a Manning, dog. Like,
come on. What are we doing?
And he playing quarterback. Like, nepotism wins. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, we forgot one player in our hypothetical. Would you take him over a Manning? We forgot one player. Ooh. Matthew Stafford.
Ooh, probably take a Manning over him.
Really?
Great prospect.
Really?
Yeah, probably take a Manning over him, yeah.
Man, I don't think I would I don't know.
Think about, too, we're thinking about the tail end of his career when he got into a good situation. But, like, think about who Matt Stafford was the bulk of his career. Yeah, you definitely take a Manning over him. I think Joe Burrow was closer.
I don't know about that.
Joe was so translatable. Like Joe was so translatable to the NFL. Like the talent wasn't Andrew Luck level, but like the translatableness that people talk about when they see like Andrew Luck, like it was so transferable. Everything he did to the NFL. Joe Burrow was so transferable. It was so obvious to me. I'm like, he's going to be a good NFL quarterback.
Yeah. Man, Stafford was that dude though, bro. Like, he was.
By the way, Ohio State fans, y'all gotta take that L, man.
Oh, what about
Yeah,
About
Justin
Joe?
Fields and Justin. Yeah. Because I remember arguing with people at this at the time. They're like, "Hey, we get 2 years of Justin Fields. I would take that over 1 year of Burrow." I'm like, I think you should have took the year of Burrow.
Yeah, probably should have took the year, bro.
I think you probably should have gave him the job. I think it would have worked out. Like,
Yeah, probably should have done that. But back to Kyraz. Just win enough games to not get Todd and AB fired, but be in a position to draft a trade up and draft a QB. We'll know
6
the
wins it
situation.
is. So you're rooting
Yeah,
for exactly 6 wins.
exactly 6 wins. No more, no less.
He's counting down those wins during the season like a chalkboard. He's like, nope, we're already at 4, guys. We got to slow down. Have you taken your vacation days? Like, you ever had that where your boss is about to hit a quota and they're like, ooh, we can't go over. Like, all of a sudden, hey, man, you want to take a break? Like, we're about to hit plus on our hour sheet. We don't need that. Like,
Sleeping Snorlax, and if Baker comes back, do the progressive ads return. They definitely have to bring him back if he came back. They would 100% have to bring him back if he came back. That's hilarious. Oh man, that's funny. Ray
I forgot
Rags.
that was it. Remember when that was a controversy?
Everything is a controversy here, unfortunately. Everything is a controversy here. Let's see. Ray Rags. All he had to do was be as good as he was in 2023. He wasn't that good, but he was good enough to win his games comfortably with how good the defense was, and he's never looked as good as he did at that end of that Ravens game again. No, he has not. No, he hasn't. Not even close.
I will say the weird thing about Deshaun Watson is this. In the middle of the worst season he's having, right, 2024, that Raiders game was maybe the best he ever played in Cleveland. Like, I'm not even joking. He got like an 84 grade from Pro Football Focus in that game. It's the highest game he's had since like 21. I say this to say Deshaun Watson is capable of popping out a random good game. Like, every once in a while, we'll see this at practice. Looks like shit, looks like shit, looks like shit. Oh my God, he looked like a superstar at practice today. Looks like shit, looks like shit. So, like, if you play him enough, that roulette wheel is going to spin on a good outcome every once in a while. Like, he's going to have a game where he throw for like 250, 3 touchdowns, solid quarterback rating. People going to be beating their chest. And then the next week, he's going to throw in 3 interceptions. Look like he's never played football before. It's kind of part of the Deshaun Watson experience too.
I'm just not looking forward to it. Just not looking forward to it. That's all.
I've been on this ride before, man. It's just one last ride. One last time.
Hop a bear. Do you think other NFL players hate Deshaun Watson because if he actually delivered on expectations, he could have opened the door to more fully guaranteed contracts? Funny enough, a lot of players really still like Deshaun. Like, a lot.
I don't think they think about it like that, to be honest. I think agents hate Deshaun Watson because those are the people who think about that kind of stuff. But you hire an agent so you don't have to think about those dynamics. All they see, players, when they see Deshaun Watson, they just see somebody who's in the club. Mm-hmm. Right? Which is like, hey, this is a former NFL player. This is somebody who's popular, who was once popular. We have his back type shit. Which is why the former player podcasts are going to let you down when Deshaun Watson retires and enters the podcast circuit. And you're going to be like, why are they interviewing him?
So I find this interesting, and I'll tell you why I find this interesting, right? So the Bears have had trade discussions involving defensive tackle Gavron Dexter, and there are multiple scenarios where a deal could get done sending him to a new team. So I'm going to ignore all the stuff about his stats because I don't care about that. If you guys remember, the Browns brought him in for a pre-draft visit before his draft that year. And apparently they really liked him. But that was back when they didn't really have picks in like we know how that situation went. So I do find that to be interesting because defensive tackle depth is definitely something we need, but I will keep an eye on that. Also depends on the price, but we'll see.
Definitely. Do I got the next super chat up?
No.
Right here.
Albie Man 001. DW4 needs 4 cans of WD-40 to shake off that rust and ascend to being the 40th best quarterback in the league. Oh, man. He'll shake off the rust eventually. Young Blood Bake. This team will troll us all and go 9-8 and still miss the playoffs. Lenoris, here we go.
Hey man, I'm not going to be mad at the 9-8 season.
Yeah, I think I'm 9-8.
I'll be pretty happy. I'll be honest. I'll be like, oh, we next up. To be honest with you.
Yeah, if they win more than 6 games,
that means
quarterback
Boston and Casey Concepcion are fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, and our defense is still really good.
Yeah, and Spencer Fano and that offensive line are fucking fire. And Quinshawn's one of the best running backs in the NFL. At that point, sign Kyler Murray and let's fucking go, bro.
like at that point, it's like, okay, our defense fire and we got pieces on offense. We need to get a vet, to be honest.
Baker Mayfield. Prove that you're better than Sam Darnold right now.
But yeah, like we need a vet at that point. We need somebody who can help us win right now.
Yeah, we will. Hey, Mac Jones might be enough. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. In that scenario, I'll be like, yeah, let's see it. Fuck it. Like, maybe he's rehabilitated. He once went 11-5. Like, I would also draft in any scenario where I'm saying bring in a veteran quarterback. I would also heavily recommend drafting a quarterback in the first round still. Okay. If the draft is deep in round 1, it will be deep in round 2, 3, and 4. All right, we don't like.
You say CJ Bailey round? You say CJ Bailey at the end of round 1? Is that what you say?
CJ Bailey,
NC State.
Oh no! I'm saying with your first pick.
Oh, you say with the first pick?
Yeah. Still get Lenore Sellers. Like, but we got Mac down to hold it, and if it work out with Mac, cool. If it don't, we gonna try out Lenore's. We gonna learn. We gonna hedge our bets at quarterback. Okay, like we put all our eggs in the Deshaun basket.
You say you don't believe in Mac? You don't believe in Mac?
Hey, it might. I'll say I believe in Mac enough to see if it could work with the team that's able to go 9-8 with dog shit at quarterback.
Yeah, bro. If they win more than 6 games, I'm legitimately gonna be like, okay, we're good. Like our team is good. We need a quarterback. Like we just get a quarterback.
Let's get a vet. Get a vet in here real quick.
Get a vet. Get a vet in here. We'll be fine.
Rookie.
We'll be fine.
Because, like, honestly, if we're already really that good, what's wasted that? What's used that first round pick on the quarterback? You know what I mean? We got 2 of them. We can still get a corner. We get 2.
Let's see. Ray Rags, the worst thing he did to the league has nothing to do with his play. Is he got the NFL to collude so that the contract would never happen again, then making it somehow an NDA so the PA won't tell, and now because he's asked, it won't. The collusion stuff so other people didn't get fully guaranteed deals. That's a little bit interesting.
I don't think that's fully Deshaun Watson's fault, though. I think that was just going to happen, even if Deshaun Watson was good. Because all of that stuff we're talking about happened like the summer of 2023. Like, there was still like belief that Deshaun was going to be good in 2023. So I think that's just, the NFL owners were always going to do that because the reaction was instant too. Like when the Browns signed that contract, it was instant from ownership. No. And then Lamar tried to get it And then they told Lamar no. And that's when the door got shut forever. It's like, oh, the Falcons are willing to act like they're committing to Desmond Ridder to not give Lamar this contract. That tells me they set a hard line. They're not doing that. And Jimmy would have been heavily pressured if Deshaun got a second contract to not do that. And I promise you, he wouldn't have done it.
He wouldn't have done it. They would have been like, hey, you can't do this. Straight up.
Yeah, they would have made it very clear.
Yeah, you cannot give him this.
We can't blame Deshaun Watson for the NFL acting like a cartel when it was a cartel previously before Deshaun Watson. A literal legal cartel.
Oh, man. Cam's cut-ups. I think a lot of people want Superman at QB when in reality, it's much more predictive and realistic to want Batman. Mental toughness, high-level preparation, passion, consistency, work ethic. Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you. I just think people don't understand how hard that is to find.
Yeah, everybody can't be Batman either.
There's one Bruce Wayne. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's one Superman, there's one Bruce Wayne. Right? For every Caleb Williams, you get a Drake May. But the issue is you have people who are really smart, mentally tough, who can't throw the football that well. Or you have people who are talented who can't process. And that's the bulk of honest to God, the problem with quarterback is it's not some big secret. It's not some big development issue. And people get mad at me when they say this because Tom Brady says something differently. There's just not that many people who can do this, man. Just the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth.
There aren't 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. There's like 20 legitimate starting quarterbacks in the NFL that have proven themselves to be good starters. There's like 15 people who could do this consistently. In the whole, like, think about how much we work to have scouting for football. 15 dudes. And this is the most we've ever had in one time.
They still can't get this shit right.
Hey, man.
You got 15 people looking at this shit, still can't get it right.
This is what I meant when I said like the position is overdeveloped. This is like it's too difficult to play quarterback. 15 people on earth can play the position. Like no other sport is operated like that. There aren't 15 good pitchers in baseball. There's way more than 15. like think about the most important position in every sport. There are more of them than NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, 100%.
Like 6'8" wings. Yeah. Like that's the only thing I'm like similar rareness, but that makes sense. It's a 6'8" person. That's just naturally rare. And even then, it feels like a 6'8" wing is more common in the NBA than a starting quarterback is in the NFL.
A good one, at least.
Yeah, like it's like the Pelicans have 4 of them. And they stunk. The Atlanta Hawks whole roster was 6'8" wings that could play.
Pretty much.
Like there's no other sport that has set it itself around a position that they cannot fill 32 players. They cannot get 32 good ones at. Every other position in football, there is at least 32 starting caliber players, if not more. There's not even 15 in the NFL. Like, that's the problem, is that they're a scarce resource. You know, it's like trying to grow. It's like if you lived in the MCU, you're trying to grow fucking vibranium in your backyard. It just doesn't exist near you, bro. Like it's a rare resource. You're not in Wakanda. You don't have access to it. Like that's the problem.
Man. Oh, man. Ray Rags again. Cleveland fans are way more likely to have a Malice in the Palace situation happen than like 95% of pro sports cities. And I bet if you asked outside of Northeast Ohio, nobody would think that. We absolutely would have a Malice in the Palace situation.
I don't know if today you would have it because of how they structure the lower bowl and how they price it. because like everything near the court's like VIP sitting. You got to be super rich to be there. And we don't have angry rich, we don't have angry rich white dudes in Cleveland. We got angry white dudes, but they're not rich.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now with how they price it, and I think that's intentional, by the way, because of Malice in the Palace, like why they price the lower bowl the way they do. But like when Malice at the Palace happened, that was definitely possible to happen in the Gun Arena.
Like, oh yeah, yeah,
for sure,
for sure, for sure.
Like even now, like with the dog pound, they made it so they put premium seats in front of like so you can't jump in there anymore, which was L decision. But yeah, it's like back then, like remember Chad Johnson jumped in the dog pound and got beat up.
Bet you won't try that again, buddy.
Yeah, he got beat up, got beer thrown on him, and then he acted surprised, and then everybody was like, well, what did he think was gonna happen? He thought we were like, this is why people in Cleveland don't like people in Cincinnati. It's like, oh, they Midwestern. Like, they country over there.
We are. Be with Teeth. Wild to me that in many insiders, at least of the QB1 decision yesterday, they hit it at the fact that he could be benched by week 2. Like, it's clear they're not confident in bro. Why start him in the first place if this is the case? I mean, Todd came out and said,
well,
that's not going to happen. He's going to be out there for a minute.
We'll see.
He's going to get at least 4 weeks.
I think that makes sense.
He'll get 4 weeks, and then we'll go from there.
But there's always the possibility that Todd has a come to Jesus moment because Deshaun Watson forces it.
We'll see.
Because Todd sounded shocked by how bad he looked like in that Dallas Cowboys game. Buddy, we've seen so much worse. That Dallas Cowboys game doesn't even make my Deshaun Watson worst top 5.
Food loves Sue. Cedric not making the roster, in your opinion? I looked at Daniel's cut down projection and he's not on it. I'm not one of those guys asking to cut him. I think there's a lot of, if you're looking at the Browns' depth on the roster, there's a lot of guys who are on the team right now who aren't going to be on the team because they're going to bring in a lot of outside guys, in my opinion.
Well, I think the issue with him is Tylan Wallace is beating him.
Yeah.
Tylan Wallace had a nice block on the end around touchdown. That's kind of what Cedric Tillman's whole role is going to be. And if Tylan's blocking better than him, and keep in mind, Tylan is Todd's guy from Baltimore, and he's going to beat him out for that spot. I think that they try to keep Cedric on the roster, but it's close.
Yeah, it's going to be
and
interesting.
Yes, Jerry Jeudy is making the 53-man roster for people who keep asking me this.
Saying so, I'm very worried about the run defense. The run defense is going to be fine.
I can't be too I don't know how concerned I should be because like we haven't seen anything close to what that run defense is actually going to look like out there. We've seen like Aiden Huntington and like Tyreek Sapp try to play the 3T. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not.
I think once it's starters out there, it'd be fine.
Yeah, like we haven't seen Mason or Carson really play in the preseason, so I'm not worried about it, to be honest with you. Albie Man 001, football guys gonna put our 2 picks side by side. I hope so. Nothing would make me happier than the Browns having their pick and then the Rams pick right next to each other.
I learned my lesson from last year.
Yeah, you can't hope for it. It just has to happen. It just has to happen.
I've learned my lesson. And let's be honest. Why the fuck do we even think that that's a possibility? like we are like, oh, if 12 things go wrong with the Rams, then they might not win that many games.
Like, come on, man.
Like, we don't think the Browns are going to dip below 6 wins, but we think the Rams are.
Like, come on, bro. Come on. If that pick is outside of the 30s, it's a win.
We knew what that pick was going to be when we traded it.
Yeah, like if that pick ends up being the 27th pick, I'm like, you know what? Good trade. I didn't think we was gonna get that.
I don't know if I call it a good trade, but it's like, hey, that's like if it's like the 22nd pick, you're like, oh, that's a pleasant surprise. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, that pick's probably gonna be like nasty.
30th, 30th, 31. Like that's what we looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's what we looking at.
I mean, like they could very easily win the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah, like I said, if that pick is not in the 30s, I would consider it a W.
honestly, I would have been like, hey man, let's see if we could get that first round pick at the end of this trade, not at the beginning.
Red's like, nah, fuck all that. Take this first right now.
Like, hey, bro, I might not be here. Okay,
like, take Jared Verse and this first round pick right now.
Basically, Jared Verse and Byron Young.
Saying so, I just need them to beat the Falcons and Steelers. I just need them to beat the Bucks somehow. Like, just win that game, and I'm fine.
Doesn't matter if they beat the Bucks. Are people still doing that?
It doesn't matter, but it'll make me feel good.
I want to say we beat them last time. It didn't make me feel any better.
like if Baker wins this game, he's 1-1 against the Browns.
Yeah. And like, guys, it's over. like Baker is just as close to being back on this team again than like when we got rid of him. Like it's so long ago, man.
Yeah.
Like you feel how you feel about it. Whether he wins this game or not, we're not in the argument anymore, are we?
No,
the argument's over. It's been over for like a year.
Like, come on. Cam's
like,
cut
still trying to actively win it. And honestly, with Kevin, it's like I don't think anything can happen this year that makes me think that we should have kept Kevin.
Yeah.
Also,
Cam's
I want to put this out here. I'm sorry, I'm keep cutting you off.
I'm like, yeah, bro. Can I read some shit? I'm trying to read what Cam was talking about, man.
Also, I want to put out there that if Deshaun Watson goes to another team and plays well, God bless him. I don't care. I will have no FOMO about that.
I don't care at all.
He could go somewhere and become Joe Montana. I could give a fuck less. I want it done. Like, I'm over it. Okay? Over it. Sorry about that. Now you can continue.
Okay, so Cam's cut us. The Watson saga has been so illuminating. I'm about to say, I knew you was gonna try to do that. The Watson saga has been so illuminating to me in terms of QB eval. So much of the psyche of a QB is misunderstood. Mental fortitude and discipline is key. Yeah, man, like the most unprecedented fall off for a quarterback of all time. Can't believe it. Honestly, can't believe it.
I get texts all the time from people in Houston. It's like, I can't believe he's this bad.
Like, you could not convince me that he would be this fucking bad. I would have said you were crazy. There's no way. But yeah.
Like, this is the shit that gets people to believe in irrational shit for like the next 10 years. This is the like, oh yeah, what if we trade to Myles Garrett and then Matt Stafford's suddenly bad? It can happen. Look at Deshaun Watson. Like,
now I saw somebody who tweeted. He tweeted it when the trade happened. He was like, "What if Deshaun's just bad?" And then people were like, "Man, there's no way." He's like, "But what if he is?" And he was right.
That guy was trying to tell us something.
Yeah, he's trying to warn us. Ray Rags. To answer code, got to the Sanders question. One guy said that Shedeur would start on the Colts, Falcons, Jets, and Tennessee, and another said Jets and the Cardinals, probably the Vikings, Panthers, and Miami. Like,
whoa, what? The Vikings?
He wouldn't start over Kyler.
You know what, man? I'm just gonna wait till the season.
He wouldn't start over.
You can't argue.
I was like, he wouldn't start over any of their starters.
No, he's not starting over the fucking Vikings. He's not starting over Bryce Young. Miami paid Malik Willis to be here. He's not starting there. Like it's like the Cardinals, maybe he could be in the competition. In the Jets, maybe, but I think he starts on the bench on both of those teams. He couldn't even start here. What the fuck are we talking about?
This is what I say. This is what I said yesterday. I was like, if he can't
Deshaun
start
Watson
here,
is automatically the worst starting quarterback in the NFL by default this year, and he's not starting over him. Again, there's potential there with Shedeur, but guys, I think some people need to be open to like, it's just not happening on the timeline that you desire it to be able to win whatever argument you're trying to use Shedeur for,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Chaos Cutups. All American music stands for spirituals / minstrels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but musical theater especially. Like they literally blackface went and was out of style, and the same people became musical theater stars. Like crazy. Oh, yeah.
I think we got one more.
Y'all hear Mike Hall and Quinshawn hate each other?
Hate each other?
I think they're talking about that one block. I don't think it's like that.
Do they really hate though, or is that just like? I don't think they hate each other though.
There might be some animosity there. You know what I mean? But not everybody on the football team's friends, especially offense, defense. It's a big team.
Yeah.
So you would think because they both went to Ohio State, but they never were on Ohio State together. Yeah, because Mike Hall left right before the national championship, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was the year before.
Yep. It was the year they lost to Michigan. And then Quinshawn was there after that. So, yeah, they're both Ohio State, but like.
That don't mean they like each other, though.
Yeah, I mean, even if they were both on Ohio State.
Yeah, that don't mean they like each other.
Yeah, that don't mean they're friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like the injury, the Quinshawn clip that went viral with Mike Hall. I mean, like, I would be pretty salty about that if I were Mike Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can imagine Quinshawn replying with, some less than masculine replies for Mike Hall for being upset about that. And I can imagine there being a little bit of a problem there,
Like, you said less than masculine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He calls them things, you know what I mean, that don't really refer to strong masculinity that we know that defends guys in the NFL. You know what I mean? There's certain words, you know what I mean? Like
said certain words.
Certain words probably get thrown around. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine there's some animosity there. It's even if they're like fighting in the locker room, that kind of happens. like as long as he don't owe somebody money, that's when it gets dangerous.
Yeah, that's when it gets dangerous.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you owe somebody's money. Oh, you tried to do this and that with this girl that, you know what I mean? That's where it's like money, women, all right, we got to shut this down. Like somebody's got to go. If it's just physical beef, okay, whatever, bro. Like it's over. They might be in the fucking locker room one day and play air hockey and get the fuck over it. like honestly, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Now, if they because you notice the most volatile beefs aren't with people who don't like each other. It's usually with people who are friends at some point.
And it fall out.
When Gilbert pulled that gun out.
Yeah.
That wasn't a stranger Gilbert put the gun out on, right? Like it was somebody he was playing cards with. That's how it happens. Money, women. Usually you gotta be a friend there. But if they just got beef because of some shit on the football field, that's not really a problem.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, not everybody liked Baker Mayfield when he was here. Like,
More people than people think. More players on this team than people are aware of.
I mean, just go watch it. Go watch his game where they played against him. You know, it wasn't a lot of like, oh, hug my guy's here. You know, like Nick Chubb missed him.
A lot of celebrating when they lost.
They had a laydown game after that.
Yeah, a lot of celebrating when they lost. That's all I'm going to say.
I remember Grant Delpit did a whole 360 celebration after he got a sack on him, and I ain't never seen Grant do that. Myles Garrett got 2. Okay, like back to back, did he?
It's funny to look back and hear people say that I was part of the contingent that ran Baker out of here. I was like, oh, you have no idea what was going down.
Ultimately, nobody ran Baker out of here. The Browns did not want to extend him.
Much like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not want to extend him, right?
Yeah, that's the funny thing is like people will like, oh, he ran him out of here. It's like, no, they got to the 4th year and they decided they didn't want to pay him. That's all that happened. And then everything else that happened between Baker and the Browns was a reaction to that. But it was just simply they did not want to pay him.
That's it.
Baker was offended, as he's prone to be at stuff like that. The Browns were like, oh, yeah, this is exactly why we don't want to pay you. And then they looked for their options, and unfortunately, they landed on fucking Deshaun Watson.
And that's what it is.
It wasn't like Myles Garrett trying to get Baker off the team. It wasn't Myles Garrett lobbying for Deshaun Watson. Even though he wasn't upset when that trade was made.
He was not upset at all.
At that point, he was not upset. But yeah, that's it for Super Chats.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, hopefully Mike Hall and Quinshawn figure it out. They got a lot in common. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night.